Son of a bitch and bastard.
Oh, this is gonna be great. This is gonna be great, guys.
Dead.
So
Oh,
fuck
no.
off, Mark.
Sofabab. I'm dead.
Sofabab.
Old Tootie Booty got
Everybody shut the fuck up for 5 fucking seconds. Jesus Christ.
Sofabab, I love you like a dog loves a shoe. Sofabab, you're our show. It's so fine. Now you know.
Yeah, go fuck yourselves.
Great.
Goddamn fucking Sofabab bullshit. What the hell number are we on? I don't care. 56?
57.
Oh, are we?
57.
Oops. I don't think
Where
I
does the
changed
thing
it.
go?
Unless I got the number wrong.
No,
Yeah,
you're
he's
right.
wrong.
I'm right. You're wrong.
Is the show on?
Yeah, the show's on.
Oh, I didn't hear the
The fucking music, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, you were yelling. Everybody was talking over the music.
No,
We didn't hear a
Oh, you
damn
muted
word.
us all.
Otherwise-
Goddamn
Wouldn't have been
Sofabab show. Goddamn, everybody's a dyer or something.
Jesus
57.
Christ.
What the fuck?
57.
So the show started, you're like, all we knew was the old boys, be quiet a second, shut the
I
fuck
said,
up.
hey, I'm starting the show. Everybody shut the fuck up. And everybody's like, I'll just make all the noise I can make.
Well,
Yeah.
usually we hear an introduction, like
yeah,
a
then we
sound.
can shut the fuck up then.
Yeah. Well, you just heard crickets. Not even crickets.
I heard
Crickets,
the
we would have
song.
heard something.
You didn't hear me say, hey, I'm starting the show. Shut the fuck up.
I heard everything.
Anybody else hear the song?
No, we heard it. We just didn't hear the song.
I
I
heard the
turned
start
it
of
up. I don't care.
Well,
no
you
one
didn't hear
cares.
Jesus.
No one cares. Everybody drank Mad Dog fucking 2020.
Yeah.
That's so gross. Sweet drink. What the fuck,
Obviously.
dude?
Oh my God! What
It's like-
fucking weird.
It's the premier sweet drink.
What's the sweetest drink?
That's
That's
the sweetest drink ever.
That's a bottle of diabetes right in your arm.
Yeah,
That
it
Hell
is.
yeah.
That
One time
it
I ever
is.
drank that, I went to a party when I just barely knew Nick.
Yeah.
And I stole all his Mad Dog and I went to Steve Stoffer's party and sold it.
Good boy.
It was
That's
the only
good
thing
boy.
I ever knew about Mad Dog was that fucking joke. Do you guys remember that old joke?
Nope.
All right, so a fella, you know, he's in a new town, whatnot, and he'd walk into a bar and he'd be like, bartender, Mad Dog 2020. Bartender give him that. He'd drink it all. You know, he's kicked out of his house. He'd drink it all, and he'd go to park and pass out, you know. And then he'd wake up again, and, you know, he'd fucking be in shambles, and so he'd go right back to the bar. He'd be like, bartender, more Mad Dog 2020. And, you know, he'd fucking drink all his sorrows away, go pass out on a park bench, wherever he could find himself. And, you know, he walks in again. He's like, bartender, Mad Dog 2020. Bartender gives it to him. He drinks it all, and he goes and passes out on the same fucking park bench. Finally, these two fellas are walking past, like, God damn, look at this. Look at what's happening to our neighborhood. These fucking sleazeballs, man. Let's really fuck them up, man. You know. Yeah. So, man, he wakes up, you know, he walks into the bar. Bartender's like, Mad Dog 2020. He's like, nah, dog, that's just tearing up my asshole. I think I left out the fact that the two fellas that fucked him up, they fucked him up his ass.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I totally bombed that joke.
What's
All right,
the
anyway.
what's the alcohol by volume of that stuff? It's only like 20%, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not that much.
You better get
13%.
chugging.
30. It's wine. It's just
Jesus.
wine.
Yeah, it's actually
Even-
it says grape wine with natural flavors.
Even did an
That's funny.
Instagram post, bro.
Really?
The sweet drinks.
Jesus
Yes.
Christ.
Jesus Christ,
You're
me.
embarrassing.
Criminy. I'm
It's
trying
funny.
to go do
Fuck
official.
you guys. I've never had it,
Instagram
honestly,
business.
but honestly, it tastes like shit.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I'll
remember
drink
that.
it.
I never liked the aftertaste. It seemed really bad.
Yeah, it's horrible. But
Right.
whatever, I'll drink
Oh,
it.
is Paul just
I
peddling?
never liked the first taste.
He's peddling used masks.
Yeah,
on the
what do you
street.
need? Yeah, I'm a used mask salesman. And,
That's
hey, what do you need? A shot of sanitizer? Here you go.
What are they like?
Well,
Half
tequila-
price? Are they half price? I'll take that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not even.
Yeah, if they're half price and they're used, I'm in. I'll just
No,
watch that
I
motherfucker.
just I made a bet at work. I'm like,
I know.
yeah, I could sell
I'm
anything.
kidding.
So tomorrow morning when I walk to work, I'm going to walk past my Trader Joe's right
Mhm.
over there. Usually there's like 25, 30 people in line. and so I'm just gonna. I said that I'm gonna sell 2 masks.
Yeah.
So
Well, you just kind of sold one to Mark.
You went like this with your hands.
Yeah.
You made 9 fingers.
Well, I'm also holding on to my cigarette in the back
Oh.
end.
Ah.
No one does 2 like that. Unless they're in
Well, I
baseball.
know because my index and my thumb is holding my smoke.
That's great shit.
Oh, how are you, boys?
Fine.
I'm doing all right.
Just
Yeah, I
fine.
haven't heard.
Kinda-
Haven't heard from
Every
you in a
day
bit.
I get another thing on my doorknob telling me to thank the nurses, How about we thank the uncles that molested the nurses that made them do such a disgusting job in the first place? They could
Yeah,
have never done it without that horrible shit that happened to them. It's true.
true.
Why the hell are
I
they
know.
making pamphlets anyways? Go give them the money.
I know. Well, I got a letter today in the mail from one of Noemi. Well, I didn't get it. It was for Noemi, but it was a card from somebody, and I'm like, wait, get this goddamn corona envelope out of my house. I don't want this shit.
Yeah.
Let's fucking put that in the microwave for a couple of minutes. And
Yeah.
Corona
I did
envelope.
that the one time I got Chinese food. As I put it in the microwave after I got home to kill
Oh,
everything.
Jesus Christ.
Oh
This
my
is that.
goodness.
Speaking of that shit, last night, it was Mother's Day, right? My wife wanted Ethiopian food, and there's an Ethiopian place down the street, and I go in there, and the whole ordering process was insane. They're like, what, huh? And it's all loud and crazy and all this stuff. I walk in, and it's just like 15 people sitting at a bar drinking it. Every last one of them slobbering drunk, and nobody's wearing a mask, and I'm just standing there, and nobody's looking at me. And then they're all looking at each other, and then they're all like, and then finally one person got up to go help me, and he stumbles over, and he's holding the box with masks, and I'm wearing a mask, and he hands it to me, and I'm like, what? And I think he was trying to get me to put a mask on.
Ah, really?
I'm like, what the fuck is going? And he wasn't wearing a mask. It was completely insane.
That is weird.
Perez,
Yeah,
your
but it
camera's.
was good food though.
Oh, yeah, that's
sorry.
weird.
Yeah.
Hi.
It was like, should I put this on over my mask?
You should have. It was funny.
Put it over your eyes. Don't look at the illegal activities.
Yeah.
Where's that Ethiopian place?
I think Havana and Iliff. There's like 9 of them there. This place is really good, though. I like this place.
So
I didn't know, because I lived in the last neighborhood I live in. I had 2 of the best Ethiopian places ever, but I didn't realize that I had a bunch of great Ethiopian places here, too. But I'm probably dead now.
Yeah, that's
Did you guys
true.
hear about that
Don't-
bar in Castle Rock that opened?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a
Yeah,
bar.
they fucking took away their fucking license today.
Yeah, that's probably the right thing to do.
Oh, really? Why? Why?
Because they're
Because they were
defying the
struggling
orders.
business owners. They said, hey, if we're going to go out, let's go out with a fucking bang.
Let's have
Yes.
one good night instead of stay
Yes.
open.
Yo,
Here's
it's
the
not
thing,
like
Polly boy.
everybody who wants to stay at home and wear masks and do all that shit, it's not like they were asked to come over to this store where individuals aren't afraid to fucking not wear a mask and fucking smooch a fucking stranger. These people that went there, oh, dude, they'll be like, yo, what, dude, I guarantee at least somebody got laid there yesterday. Because they're like, oh, yeah, what's up? Yeah, I'm kind of hot. You're kind of hot. Yeah, you don't give a shit about this, neither do I. Let's go. Let's take it to the back.
Okay, but here, let me ask you a question. Aren't you a business owner?
Yeah, 100%. And have I
Okay. And so if they
stayed
gave you...
closed even one day since this? Nope.
That's not what I'm saying. You ain't letting me finish. Don't you have rules and
Sorry.
regulations to run a business of your property?
Yeah, rules.
Yeah.
Make
So
money.
okay, so if you do something, you can get your...
Regulations by any means possible.
All right, so if you do something wrong and you get shut down, it's your own fucking fault. If there's fucking regulations, it's your own fucking fault if you go against them, just because you don't believe in something. There's rules for having a liquor's license. There's rules for running a business. There's rules for all this shit.
Let me ask you this then, Pat.
Mhm.
How come if I ran a health and wellness center that had all the holistic treatments on that shit, I'm forced to stay closed in between the liquor store and the pot shop on my same fucking block? Come on, dog. Who the fuck is essential? Your fucking health
That's
and
not the
wellness,
point.
or fucking hooch and pot?
You're not listening to
just
what I'm
pot,
saying.
Clearly.
You're not listening to what I'm saying anyways.
All right.
If
what
you have
are
a
saying?
7-Eleven and you have to have certain regulations to keep your 7-Eleven open, you have to follow those regulations. If you go against
Even
those
when there's not a
regulations,
virus.
yeah, has nothing to do with a virus or not. And if they tell
Yeah,
your
fuck.
Trade
ass,
stores.
Fuck these
have all kinds
scumbags.
of regulations.
Yeah, these guys are scumbags trying to fucking not declare bankruptcy. What fucking fags? They risk their fucking mortgage, all their children's future. What queers, dude? Fucking put these people
Yeah,
in
that's
prison
what I
for
said.
20 years.
Yeah, we should
These
do that.
fucks. Fuck yeah, let's
Yeah.
close down their business. Their means to make money. Let's shut them the fuck down.
All you have to do
Fuck
is
you. You're
follow.
not making money no more. You're gonna work for me at Walmart.
Well, then they're not good business owners. Sorry for them. We found a way to make money, haven't we? You found a way to make money. The end of
Well,
it.
it's because we hustlers.
Yeah.
I'm not in the restaurant. I'm not in that restaurant industry. You guys are.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. You gotta, if you're a real
I
hustler.
guarantee if we would have got that storefront on Broadway, we would have been open.
Yeah, I thought retail's open
Yeah, they
now.
would have shut you down. It is now.
They
You
would have
think right
shut your
on
ass down.
Broadway? You think right on Broadway the city's not going to come shut you down and fucking chains on the door?
They came and hunted down a lot of people that did that.
If you guys want to go ahead and look up there, I don't want to say it over the internet because I don't want to get anybody in trouble, but there's a specific location not too far from my place that's been open the entire time. And Friday night, I went and spent way too much money, smoked cigarettes indoors, and drank beer without a fucking mask on.
Yeah. It's got nothing to do with the goddamn mask and shit. But if they got a complaint, then they get shut the fuck down. That's why we had to shut down people drinking at our place.
Good
Because
on
our
'em, yeah.
neighbors, a bunch of fucking snitches. If we were on some neighborhood that no one gave a shit, then it would be different.
Isn't that an ordinance, by the way? Like, that's not law, right? Like, I didn't fall asleep and wake up and, like, they passed that as, like, a law,
What are you
right?
talking about? Serving
that's
alcohol
just the
outside of
city
your
made-
building?
Well, that's different.
That's what I'm
but
talking
having
about.
Customers come, well, you're talking about you now. Let's get back to the people down in Castle Rock.
Yeah, what's their local law? If they said they're not allowed to do it right now, then you don't do it. It's that easy.
It's not a law, though. It's an ordinance and a mandate. Those are different. That's different than a law.
What, to have
That's why
people
they
in
didn't get
your
arrested.
business?
They had their license.
I'm looking
taken.
at it right now.
That's why they didn't get arrested. They had their license taken away. That's not. That's in compliance with an ordinance.
It might piss you off, but when you're running a business, you have to follow certain guidelines. The end. I win. Shut up.
Same
Yeah,
thing with like the weed stores and all that shit. Like
Oh, I know. Those are so essential.
whenever Sweet Leaf-
fucking
Well, they
liquor
clearly
stores,
were
weed
because the
stores.
entire city freaked the fuck out and was like, I
Sweet.
can't do
For-
without alcohol and marijuana. Nobody
For a
gives
day.
shit about, yeah.
For a day. So did the grocery stores. Shit, I still don't have TP over at my King Supers. Luckily, my father's fucking losing his goddamn mind, and he had fucking 6,000 rolls of toilet paper because he'd go
Target
to the
so
store and be
much.
like, "Oh, this is so cheap." He's got a problem with toilet paper.
I was looking up
It just says restriction, not an ordinance or anything like that.
Yeah.
what?
Yeah,
What,
not even a
allowing
fucking
people in
road.
your
Well, they didn't
bill?
arrest anybody, but they
took their license.
look. The government loves you, Paul. They're just doing what's best for you.
Thank God, yes they are.
I
Government has always loved
How do you
me.
like that?
love it. Chat Gang is making fun of you for fucking drinking Mad Dog 2020.
Yeah.
They're like, is
Good.
that Mad
off.
Dog 2020?
Who is
Fuck
this? Did
off.
you say Chad King?
I said, no.
The chat.
Chat Gang.
Oh,
Chat
Chat
people.
Gang. Yo, what up, Chat Gang? Fuck
Who's
you.
jealous?
It's
Matt?
Chad Kelly. Hi, Chad Kelly.
Hey,
Chad,
Chad Kelly.
more like Swag Kelly to you, bitch.
Oh,
Let me tell you the truth about this. I've loved not having any of those people in my building for more than
Oh,
30 seconds. It's amazing.
Right.
There's so much about all this that I love, dude. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be so sad when I have to pack up the shit and fucking lug it around to all the Adam Dunn show fucking shit that he makes me do. You know what I mean? Like running around to Boulder or whatever the fuck I gotta do every other week. You know what I mean? It's like this is awesome. I fucking stay here. The show happens. It's great. And then I get to stay home.
Do you just drink homeless person drink?
Fuck.
I think you just drank a homeless person's drink.
What
Jesus,
the
did he
fuck
die?
just happened?
Aren't you literally on
sure
the
that-
mayor's fucking doorstep? We're going to see
the
him
couch.
get arrested in a second.
I just drank a fucking moth.
Oh, sweet.
Oh.
I just drank a moth.
Well,
Hey,
how did
kiddo.
that happen?
Look, Polly just drank a moth. I
Oh,
He's about to puke.
Wave, Mina, wave.
Hi,
Oh, where'd he
Mina.
go?
moth is probably the cleanest thing that's been in his mouth all night.
Probably.
Jesus Christ.
Anybody
a moth
walking
went into
by
my
is like,
drink.
Jesus Christ, that man has corona.
Yep,
Yeah, no
definitely.
shit. Yeah, they're like
Secret
you made
Service.
Oh, yeah,
is,
look at all these
across
people.
Broadway.
Secret Service is
Oh,
going to
yeah.
be flying
So-
out that door any second. now.
That's about as mad as Mark gets with about our last fucking. That's funny.
No, I get it.
My friend is specifically talking about this one time that I couldn't find parking when we went to a game for 420, a Rockies game, because like there was a fucking marathon going on at the same fucking time.
Fuck that.
And it gave out 30 minutes before I needed to find parking, dude. So like, if I waited 15 more minutes, I was able to go to where I normally go for parking. But I was so fucking irate. I parked so far away, and then I walked like 1,000,000 miles a fucking hour, dude. Like
That's fast. You could have made it to the moon.
And then I got so drunk.
Attaboy.
Yeah.
Didn't we go to a game and you brought some gal, or maybe Lucas did, and she fell down the stairs and we didn't know if we should laugh or not because we didn't know her that well. I think we all got
I don't
drunk.
remember that.
It was a few years back.
I don't remember a girl falling down the
That's
stairs,
hilarious.
though.
Yeah, I remember some girl either falling down or the
I remember
stairs or
going
just
with
falling
you.
down.
UK and Sandy, and me and I think Lucas at that
And I
time.
thought Luke maybe brought a gal or a friend.
Maybe that's possible. It might have been when.
And we're all like, should we
Cap-
be laughing or helping? Or at least I was.
Yeah.
I don't know how to be a human, though. That's part of my problem. Like, am I supposed to kick her? And what am I supposed to do?
I don't fucking know, dude.
Take her while she's down.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, as
I don't-
long as Paul's at the governor's office, I've got a cliff note.
Oh,
yeah.
Yes.
Let me hit the button.
You probably have to hit the aux so we can hear it.
I had it up.
Cliff Notes.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Too loud?
Cliff Notes.
No.
Not at all. It's
Fuck
whispering.
Cliff Notes. Simon.
Catherine fell hard. Yep, that's
Fuck
who it was.
Cliff Notes.
See, I knew she fell. Go on, brother.
Okay. So Cliff just wanders in. He's wearing a mask, and Cliff ain't got no lungs, right? Even though he's still wearing a mask, so he's just this bright purple color because you can't breathe air as it is. And then, okay, so that part doesn't matter, but he sits down. It's like same as that fucking Jared Polis is telling us all to stay home, and you think he isn't sucking cock? He's gay!
You should
I like
go knock on the door, see if he remembered.
He said
That's
that, and I
fucking
like the fact that he had to punctuate it with, he might not know that the governor's gay. He's gay! I'm surprised he said gay after he just said he's sucking cock.
Yeah, and
Not-
usually it would be the
He's
nice.
a cocksucker!
I figured he was going to call him a fag for sure. But
Well,
then,
no, you didn't call him a fag because fag isn't primarily mean that you have intercourse with the same. What the hell's it called? Like a man or a woman? If I'm a lady, gay means like if I'm a guy, I have sex with a guy. Fag means you're just a fag.
oh, is that in the
Good
rule book?
definition there.
Ooh.
The crazy thing is,
Yeah,
Fucking
Louis
Polly with
C.K.
the
had
racy
that for a
comedy.
bit. Well, no, fucking Louis. That's a fucking one of Louis' top 20 fucking most famous fucking bits.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
call
he said
people
it way
fags.
better
do
They're
it on
acting like
YouTube.
a fag.
Well,
Oh, I
he,
saw they took what up?
so Cliff, we never thought we'd see him with a mask in the first place because he's very against it. But then he had it on so improperly that his ears were purple. He had them so tight around his ears are gonna fucking fall off. It looked like he was wearing it for like he was in a coal mine and lost all his circulation. It was the most insane. I was like, I don't know if I should
Like-
tell him. I mean, they were like pulled all the way forward.
That's bad
It
for
was
your ears,
insane.
dog. Yeah. It's not good. You gotta chill the fuck out.
I am
know what
getting
I'm saying?
tired of wearing a mask though. It is very uncomfortable at work.
I'm starting to get used to it.
Fuck that.
I think I like it in the winter.
The interesting thing that I heard about the mask wearing was I was listening to Radio Lab, and there was a doctor who your normal CO2 retention is 44. I don't know what the unit was, but he said 44 probably percent. I don't know. You know what I mean? Your CO2
Yeah, yeah.
retention, and then after an hour in the mask, it was up to like 55%
Oh, wow. I
or whatever.
believe it.
Yeah.
That
And
makes
I
sense.
wear that shit for 8 hours a day, and I've been telling people that, dude, I've been so fucking tired lately. I've been coming home
Yeah,
and having to
yeah.
sleep.
Yeah,
Like I have to sleep
I believe
Huh.
you.
That's
for at
You
interesting.
got to
least
get
30
the
minutes,
thinnest
and I'll still
mask
get
in
up.
the world.
That is interesting.
Yeah, I've been
Yeah.
taking it off more and more, and it's bugging my ears. I've been getting like equilibrium issues and shit.
Get the Be Fresh mask, dude. Those things are
Yeah.
fucking awesome. That's
Those
what I wear
don't
at work.
fuck with your
Yeah,
ears.
they don't
Those
fuck
are the
with
best.
your
Oh, you
ears.
do, Mark?
Nice.
No, not
I
that
can
part
s-
of it. The like breathing fucking CO2 all day is fucking me up.
Yeah.
So,
But I will. I'll
Mark,
go on ears. Don't worry.
Oh, well, with our masks, you could only put on, if you wanted to, you have the option of only putting on one of the two straps because we don't want it going around your ears because that's a problem.
Yeah.
We have it going behind the head.
Yeah.
All you have to do is just put on one of those two straps, and then the bottom portion, it looks like it's covered, but it's loose, and you could just breathe in and out, and
Yeah.
air flows through real perfectly,
Yeah.
and it looks like that
Doesn't
you're wearing a beautiful
Doesn't that defy
mask.
the purpose?
The way that I
Yeah,
have it at work.
100%, but you got to. You don't want your fucking license taken away from a
and
regulation.
my thing is my glasses, dude. My glasses get all super fucking fogged up, so I have to
Dude,
like
me
figure
too.
out ways to do it. You know what I mean? So like,
Mhm.
yeah.
I'm gonna go run Paul over with my car here in a second. I know where he is at. Because I don't want to lose your regulation. Because fuck you.
What, that little
You're god-
fucking jab?
You're a goddamn fucking rabble rouser.
Oh,
If this was
shit.
the apocalypse, you would, or apocalypse. What's the one with the Jewish people?
Rapture.
Oh, L'chaim.
No,
The rapture.
no, where they rounded them all up.
Oh, Holocaust.
Holocaust.
Holocaust, yeah. And you would have been the first
Chrissy.
one gassed. They would have gassed
Dude.
your fucking ass immediately. They're like,
Who's
all right,
they?
whoever the fuck was wanting to
The
kill people.
Nazis.
You know what's interesting?
Yeah, I want to know.
And I think I've spoke about this before on the show. I'm no conspiracy theorist. Let's get that correct.
I can't believe I forgot
But,
about the Holocaust. Go on now.
yeah. Racist.
There's a rabbi writing a letter to Sofabab right now. When we said never forget, we meant everybody doesn't forget.
I'm in deep trouble.
I love your Jewish
But
voice.
go on
Yeah,
now.
my voice.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I was just.
Oh no.
I couldn't-
Well, while you interrupted, I had one of those hypotheses where it's just like,
Hypotheses.
when you think that you're like, I have something to say, maybe I shouldn't say it. I'm trying to get better at that, and I'm not going to say what the hell I was going to say.
You're pretty good at that because that's what you do all the time.
Wow. Yeah, you're like the best person at that.
Well, you
Yeah,
know, this shit's
Even to your
been
voice to text.
recorded forever.
That it made me think that I was watching, one of my alien shows, and this
Yeah.
guy, he's a real fucking schmuck, and he was talking about the Himalayas, and he mispronounced it, and they didn't go back and fucking redo it or nothing.
How do you
I-
pronounce it?
It was like Himalayamas or something. It was like, and he was like trying to. I think he was trying to be like, "That's how you really pronounce it" or something like that. And I got so mad.
It's Miliwake.
It was like Himalayamas or Himalayamas, and I was like, "What?" And it showed. I was like, "What?" And it was
Himalayans.
and it was definitely Himalaya.
That's hilarious.
I don't like it.
Fuck
I
those
mean-
guys
I-
while we're at it.
That makes me want to do drugs again.
I like
Did-
how the Holocaust, it's 6 million dead, and the whole phrase has always been never forget. The 9/11 happens, and like, that's ours now.
Yeah.
A couple hundred bankers died.
No,
That's,
they all claimed their insurance and
How
didn't.
many
They
peop-
called in sick.
Didn't Corona already pass 9/11's deaths?
like
Oh,
the
yeah,
first
like-
50 seconds.
I don't know how many people even died in 9/11.
Homie,
3,000.
Someone
have
said
you-
it's 3 of them. I guess that's what I heard recently. It's like 3.
Okay.
9/11s.
you cannot look at the statistics on that though. On the fucking no, you cannot. No, you cannot. If you look at the fucking prick out of fucking Illinois, that's when the woman stepped in, the colored lady, and she was just like, "Hey, man, you like how I talked to my grandmother yesterday because it was Mother's Day, and she uses the term colored."
What the fuck just happened to
Yeah,
that
no
story?
shit, dude. Jesus.
Who's in
Jesus
Illinois?
Christ.
What are you
But
talking
anyway,
They're
about?
all
Dude.
gonna take it. They're all
Yeah,
gonna
so
take
much
it
steam.
Matthew,
seriously
Matthew,
now.
Matthew,
Yes,
say
I'm
I were
here.
to say you had the coronavirus like 6 months and you got through it and whatnot, and I were to come over and I were to have intercourse with your anal cavities and starve you until you died to death, you died of starvation and anal raping, that is classified as a COVID death because
Yeah,
you had COVID.
you've been going on about that for weeks.
Yeah,
that's
dude.
fine.
Just
But-
the statistics, the numbers, dog.
Yeah, we're talking about 9/11. There was like 3,000 fucking people that died.
Oh,
So you think less than 3,000 people have died worldwide from COVID?
Is that really all that died in 9/11?
Yeah, and I think some other people died from
Well, it was-
cancer.
It was.
Why
it
did I
was
think it was so much? I thought it was like.
Because
wow.
New York
it was
over
a
exaggerates
million
everything.
Iraqis.
I literally thought it was like 300,000.
No, exactly.
It
My
was
brother's
shit.
right. No. And then we went and killed a million Iraqis.
Come on down to Pauly B. Shake it easy. Speak
That's crazy. I really
New Yorkers
honestly,
overblow everything like
I
that.
would have been like on like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire or something that came up. I would have definitely gone with like 300,000.
I think that's the conspiracy that
fucked.
Paul's talking about because in 9/11, 30 people died, but New Yorkers are like, one New Yorker's worth 300 people.
Exactly.
And then so that's what the number is for the corona is, like when they say that 80,000 New Yorkers have died, it's really about 8,000.
And then, you remember when there was that video of that rat carrying around pizza?
Yeah, I do. That
Yeah,
was a good video.
That was the second most ratings for New York, other than 9/11.
Yeah.
And,
It's like, holy shit! Look at that rat carrying around
Our rats are
pizza.
taking
Oh
center
boy!
Yeah, it was the most interesting. They just quietly pile onto a fucking train every day and don't even look at each other. But everybody's like, "Hey, look at the rat! I think that's Monsignor Charlie right there. That rat. I think he gave me my first communion in the Himalayas."
Yeah, in the Himalayas.
see-
Oh, I'm gonna punch that guy. I wish I could remember his
See,
name.
New York like closed down all the subways though for them to like deep clean them
They're doing it every
before
night.
they reopen.
Yeah, they closed
Yeah,
it,
but
like
Bill Maher brought
Control
up a good point.
travel.
He was like,
They've been doing that shit for
they
a
haven't
while.
done this the whole time it's ever been open before.
That's
No,
funny, they made the same
exactly.
joke on
They never
Cheaper Girl.
ever think about discussing
like-
it. It's,
Oh, it was terrible. I was listening to one of my radio shows that's out of New York, and they were talking about how just the homeless people are just living on there now, and they're just kicking them out at night and cleaning shit. And he said, "This is the first time I haven't smelled shit or fucking BO ever since I've been on a subway." He's like, "It
Well, that's
smells
not true. I
clean."
was just in New York, and it's fucking pretty clean. All the trains. I took like, I don't know, 30 of them. They were
Yeah,
still
but-
pretty clean.
clean by
Polly
your
B
standards,
clean, yeah.
clean by other
Polly
people's
B clean.
standards.
Yeah, all right.
He's
all
like,
right.
"There was only
Yeah.
2 rats with pizza."
Yeah.
A mop just flew out of my mouth.
Yeah,
I
no
wondered
shit.
What was going around in there?
At least it wasn't
Polly
a bee.
clean.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That did just happen. It happened back here in the grass somewhere. I spit them out.
That
Hey,
reminded me.
Matt,
What's up?
inquiring minds want to know how much does a Mad Dog 2020 cost one person?
$2.49.
Oh, wow.
$2.49.
That's 3 gallons,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Wait, what are you swear to God that you spent $2.49 on all that hooch?
Oh my.
Oh no, a
God.
piece. $2.49
what?
a piece.
Yeah, $5.
So it's like
So
under,
$5
under
for two of
$10 to get
$5,
sloshed.
Yeah, dog. We're like a 2 cent short there, right? $5. Fuck. That's a deal.
That's pretty
You
good.
got a tip for the guy.
Honestly, I already feel pretty drunk off of it.
This is great.
Well, it's because you have to chug it. Good man.
Yeah. I mean,
You better be leaving those in the leave a penny
That
section.
tip is like 10% still.
that's hobo.
By
grade
my
wine right
mathematician.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
Mark's good at math. He's been getting in on Zoom meetings with these schools. He's like 2%.
I'm all hit my bong.
Have you heard
Yeah,
of any of
with
the
your
Zoom
great ball.
bombing?
Yeah, I wish
What's that?
somebody would do it.
Have you heard of the people Zoom bombing?
Yeah, that I sent a video of a kid. He was breaking into Zoom classes, and he would just whip out his bong and start hitting it
Oh,
and
so-
blow a big old fucking cloud. And it was funny because he would record the reactions. Sometimes they wouldn't even catch him. They were just like going. They're like, "Fuck it,
That's
this
hilarious.
kid's hitting the bong. Fuck it."
I wish that would happen to us so bad. I think it'd be hilarious.
Well, I guess people are trading it in like, on Discord and stuff. They're putting the meetings out.
Oh, really?
Haha. Matt said Diaz says you're just having diabetic shock.
You're not drunk. You're just a diabetic shock,
Ain't that the truth?
dude.
Thank you.
Big
Continue to read the comments.
The more I
Oh.
drink it, the more delicious it gets.
We have an email too.
We got
And-
2 emails.
Yeah. Oh, do?
Yeah.
Two?
Yeah.
Oh, cool, man.
Yesterday I went over
we
to my
won't do
mom's
that.
for Mother's Day,
Yeah.
Yep.
and
You get her sick, dude. Fucking asshole.
I actually went inside and I didn't wear a mask or nothing, so hopefully
how
I
many
didn't kill her.
how many mothers
Dude,
die because of Mother's
We gotta
Day?
take your license away.
Yeah, I
We
know.
gotta take your mother's license away.
And it was funny. She's looking at me. Do you want me to wear a mask? You should. And I was like, nah, don't fucking worry about it.
She did that
Dude,
to me too.
how
but I'm not
hypocritical.
Huh?
I did the same thing.
Did you wear a
How
mask, brother?
hypocritical.
No, I'm not going back either though, because they're all like, "Yeah, we're going over to."
She's in that age group.
we're all going to Cherie's house. There's going to be a 500-person gangbang.
Tisk
And
tisk.
I'm like, well, man, let me know if you're alive in 2 weeks.
I know they all came back while I was there, and I was like, I gotta get the hell out of here.
Leah
And
James
do you know
is
what?
so
Do you know how hypocritical
Hey,
I am,
yeah.
Paul? Do you know what my mom does for a living? She eats teaspoons of COVID.
That's how she tested. She's
Betty
the
Crocker.
resident tester for Betty Crocker.
Eddie Crocker,
the
COVID.
spoonfuls of Dr. COVID.
Well,
Dr.
but
COVID's cough now medicine. Here, y'all.
for some reason she brought up. I went to a different elementary school for kindergarten. So is that
Yeah.
elementary even? I went to kindergarten at a different school just 1 year.
Yeah.
And she brought it up, and I had this immediate memory of me wearing cowboy boots to school that day. And I was so immediately embarrassed, I shamed her. I said, what the fuck are you doing letting me fucking wear goddamn, this is 30-something years ago.
Oh my God,
And it's
yeah.
still ingrained in my brain that she let me wear fucking cowboy boots to school. I was so embarrassed still to this day.
That's funny.
I was so proud of myself too. Look at me, look at me. Oh,
I bet you were.
oh, it
You've
was
always been a
terrible.
fancy boy.
Hell
Well,
yeah.
I think in Colorado, there's a default for Western wear for like young kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dude, do you hear me on that?
Isn't it coming
You
to
guys
an
have
end a
stereotype
little bit,
around-
though?
Whenever I moved here, I thought it was going to be kind of like Westernish, kind of.
It stopped. It was more when I was a kid, think.
Yeah, it was more when I
Because
was
it
a
was-
kid.
Yeah, there, you saw cowboys all over the place. Now you see a cowboy, you're like, what the fuck is
But
this? And you
you
just
know
start
what's-
kicking the shit out of the motherfucker.
Yeah, you fucking
You know what's funny to me
hitting him in his
is
throat.
I've had at least two to three people in my life that were not cowboy one day, and then the next day they're wearing fucking boots and a motherfucking cat hat, and all of a sudden listening to country and shit.
Jesus Christ. And
So what is
that
it?
shit's expensive too.
Like that's so weird, dude. Like
Yeah, it
one
is
day
really
they're wearing
weird.
Jenkos,
It's like a
and the
cult.
next motherfucking day it's a cowboy hat and like and jeans and
My
the whole
favorite
get
shit
up.
ever about that is
riding-
the George Carlin joke where he's like, "You don't see people walking around as pirates anymore." You fucking-
I love that. Nobody dressing up like Vikings or other.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I know people who do.
Oh my god.
I do. Yeah.
Yeah, they fucking
Yeah,
dress like
nowadays
I know of
it's
one
like-
pirate,
I
you know,
more
two
people dress
pirates.
like pirates than I know cowboys.
I know Vikings. Then
I
there's
know the
these.
pirates.
I bet you know in Missouri, there's all these assholes wearing the fucking Civil War shit. Those guys
Oh,
fucking
dude.
suck too. And
They have
then
all those they do the reenactments
Cool.
all the time.
Ah, it's
I mean,
ridiculous.
literally, Wilson's Creek was like 5 minutes from my house.
When you're born in Missouri, they hand you a raccoon skin hat and then send you to the coal mines. I don't know. What
Yeah.
I remember, like we used to
Yep.
we used to watch the reenactments in school. Like we used to like take field trips and go watch them.
Oh my god.
I
No.
believe it.
Which is so funny because like Matt and Shane like hardcore make fun of those people. So who are reenactments?
Dude, big time.
That shit's still
What
making
the
me
hell
laugh.
is that?
Well,
It's one of the funniest things ever now.
Those are the motherfuckers that have fucking ammunition fucking holes in their basement. You know what I mean? Like-
Anybody that's like on the south, like
yeah, dude. Yeah. For real,
It's so
though.
I
And,
think.
like, and then the North is all teachers.
Yeah.
yeah, they're all-
oh, that's hilarious.
I think in Colorado, the only time anybody dresses up like a cowboy anymore is if they're running for governor. Like I,
Right,
Yeah,
right.
one time ever, I saw John Hickenlooper wear a cowboy hat, and it was in one of his commercials, and he was standing in a shower wearing a cowboy hat and all this cowboy shit. And it was like, I think he was trying to cleanse Colorado of the cowboy crap. But then I saw
Hopefully.
Polis on it, and then I was sitting at the bar, and Cliff was like, "Same as that's his cocksucking hat."
You can't suck cock in a cowboy hat. I'm
He's-
just saying.
You have
I
to
know.
only, that's how he knows he
turned
wants a
sideways.
long boy.
That's
God.
my room.
I hope you fucking get tackled by Secret Service any minute.
Do you want to see something?
That's good content.
I climb up here like twice a
Governor
week.
Mayor actually live there.
No, the fucking governor.
It's the governor's mansion.
mansion's right across the way.
Go knock on the door.
Oh,
This is
boy.
a fucking fire escape
Oh God.
that usually I'll be really hooched out on, pretending I'm a gargoyle sitting way up there.
Yeah.
We'll see if the
Oh,
governor will
God.
join us.
Yeah,
Yeah, and he can talk all the
closer.
regulations.
So bring them on the podcast.
yeah. You can then you can drill him on the regulations, Paulie.
I gotta go pee.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
great.
You're
No.
not a law.
Is he peeing in the window?
No,
That's what he was gonna
home.
do first.
Oh, he's going home? What a fucking gentleman. Jeez Louise.
You are a
Oh,
gentleman.
My
Oh,
ass
Oh,
would
you
have
want
down
about these
there.
regulations, which aren't laws, but I'm not going to pee in the governor's house.
Well, that's just because I don't want to be known as a fucking 9-time sexual offender from peeing outdoors.
You're
Yeah,
already
You
a
must hate
pederast,
that
dude.
regulation, too.
yeah. He doesn't like those.
Yeah, bro.
regulations.
You're ruining that garden. That's a nice garden.
You're ruining my freedoms.
I planted these.
Ugh.
He's just-
I don't have a garden in my house.
I wouldn't
no,
doubt it if that
I was
was
walking
true.
on the stairs, the fucking steps that I made.
Oh, that's nice.
Fuck out of here. Now I'm walking on this.
They're like,
Oh,
oh,
my
that,
god, you're ruining all this shit. I made that shit,
they're
man.
like that weird
I got no
hobo
fucking
who's always planting plants and pruning things is back. And he thinks he's
You
a
know,
gargoyle.
What you need to do is plant some hemp in that there garden.
I bet there's a file like so big on Paul.
Dude, this place hasn't been open in
Of
so long.
acid?
What?
We
Of
almost had our
acid?
wedding there.
No, like just a file like on the
Oh,
FBI or whatever.
file.
Mm.
And you idiots, the governor lives right. The governor's mansion's right there. This is the old brothel.
I love that you have a
Is
brief.
that the Grant
video.
Mansion?
Wait, you have a-
all
It's
day.
full of face masks.
I feel like I'm
Remember?
in some fucked up first-person shooter.
Yeah.
Except for he's just planting things.
Oh my
You
god,
should-
that's awesome.
You should definitely put.
Got to heal.
You need some hooch.
I
He's
gotta
fine.
heal.
What flavor hooch is that?
At least it's not fucking Mad Dog. Not giving
Oh.
that.
What
Fuck
is it?
off.
Kind
I
of look
bought it
like
to
Mad
the
Dog.
show.
Tornado.
Oh, it looked green to
Get in the
me.
mood for that. That's
You
like
should,
getting in the mood for Whopper.
Hey, Paul, if you're going to be real serious about this, you should definitely get some handcuffs and handcuff yourself to that briefcase.
I have some at home. I brought this from the office.
Well, you know what to do tomorrow.
That's right.
Hmm.
That shit's
Oh.
cracking me up.
It's-
Matt and Diaz in the chat. What's
Well,
the
dude,
What's
we
the
wanna
one with the
hear it.
Jews? Patrick.
Yeah.
Patrick probably likes making me laugh every time I look at it.
We
Will
gotta
you
get him
read
on.
it out loud when you read it? Because I don't have any access to that.
What did I just
We
do?
did.
Yeah.
What'd you say, the Jews?
No, Matt wrote
literally
in
the
the comments. He goes in quotes. What's the one with the Jews? Patrick. That's my quote.
That's hysterical.
That's my quote.
Was the one that harmed all them Jews?
That's on the cover of the Anne Frank diary.
That's right. Yeah, didn't they say Anne Frank slept in her fucking attic for like 2 years?
Yeah, we can't even
And-
stay inside.
And
with
she was
Netflix
quiet,
and-
hiding from
Yeah.
the Gestapo. Yeah, and we were like, my fucking Netflix, it's the same movie.
I don't think
I
she's
did.
real. I think they made her up. I think her dad just wrote that Bible.
Kind of like that.
The Anne Frank Bible.
Kind of like the Father of the Year when
Yeah.
he wrote that
Yeah.
poem about his kid who died masturbating. Same thing.
Yep.
Mm.
You know, I
And-
never read no Anne Frank diary. Maybe that's something I should do.
That was one of the better Robin Williams movies.
While you're holed up, you might as well.
Yeah.
It's just fucking pictures of ducks and rabbits.
Why?
Because she didn't write nothing. It's a lie.
Oh.
It's a fucking conspiracy, bro.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love Ari Shaffir's take on it. Have you ever seen his double negative special on Netflix?
No.
At one point.
He's just like, I went there. He's like, it's like 3 times bigger than my apartment in New York. Like, he's like, you want me to feel bad for this bitch? Like, it's so funny.
Is that your backyard, Paul?
No, it's do you remember that kid D.L. Hughley?
Well, the real one or the one I named?
The one you named.
Yeah, why did I name him that?
That sounds so familiar. Why do I know this? Who's D.L. Hughley?
Oh, he's
The
pale.
kid that used to be on the show.
Yeah, why do
Oh, it was that one. Is he kind of a redhead?
Yeah, something like that.
D.L. Hughley's black. Why'd you name him?
Because that's how Patrick rolls, dude.
Yeah, that's the only thing my grandfather taught me.
His names don't see no color.
Give somebody a nickname that doesn't make any sense and stick with it.
Yep.
That's some great advice. I like it.
That was mean. He just peed in that poor people's backyard and left.
That's
I didn't
that,
realize what he was doing.
actually Christopher would notice this place. This is where you went and picked me up that one time over at good old Astamouth's house. Astamouth used to live there for years and years and years till he decided to get sober and not die.
All right,
So
I got
now,
you pissed,
now
guys.
you just go pee in your cousin's old backyard.
He's like,
That's not my cousin.
Or,
That's
don't
my
worry.
cousin.
I
That-
used to know the
The
person
next
who
kid
lived
that
here.
moved, no, the next kid that moved in there, don't need to discuss facts. He's a buddy of mine.
But he is the new one's my cousin.
Oh, hey, so I gotta let everybody know this, just real quick. I'll switch the camera back to me in like 2 seconds. I gotta sit down my briefcase. Hang on, I gotta get in real quick. Hang on.
Dude, that's
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
far
yeah.
away. Don't let somebody steal it.
Well, I'll show you what I'm doing. So it's bottom, middle, top. I got the COVID. Not washing the paws.
Is that the
But anyway, yeah, boys. My apologies. Have you ever been like that one dude at the party where everybody's just like, "Yo, dog, like, we gotta get this fucking guy the fuck out of here. Like, this dude's annoying the fuck out of us."
No,
Yeah.
only you.
Well, yeah, man, that was totally me. On the text. So
Oh.
I realized it the other night. This is the
Oh.
only thing I remember.
Matt's not here
Yeah.
right now.
Oh, good.
Oh, there
Oh,
he
there
is.
he is.
I had to go. I had to put myself on a 2-week hiatus. I got
Yeah?
a bunch of like downloadable. I downloaded a bunch of like good stuff, and I made a couple things that once I'm off the hiatus, I'll come back and tell y'all. But you know, I was just being too rude and abusing the fucking power.
You got a little
Okay.
obsessive there.
Wait,
Yeah,
wait.
that's-
Did I just miss the explanation for the text?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you did, dude. What the
God,
fuck?
You're gonna
bro?
have to go back and watch the show. Go to sofabab.com.
That ain't never gonna
That's
happen.
sofabab.com.
Tell him the truth, dude. I pissed you off enough to make you leave.
No. Go back and watch the show because I'm not gonna repeat. Oh, fuck it. I'll just tell you.
No, I'll watch the show. You're good. I don't
All
want to
right.
repeat it on the show. That's
He said he
Yeah,
abused
it's
his
kind of a
power.
Yes.
Abused
did.
it.
And you know,
that
being
last night was
individual-
hilarious, though.
Was
That was
it? I
great.
remember having fun with you, like seeing pictures of slots.
It
I
was
vaguely remember seeing pictures of slots and laughing.
You only
and
remember
then
that one
acting-
night? Please.
I remember like you had told me about you had sent me
There was
pictures.
like a
of
week
slots.
of me fucking with you with slots.
Yeah,
bro.
dude.
That's beautiful, bro.
It was, yeah.
I wish that
We
shit was
thought-
on Discord.
We thought you were really mad.
Oh no. But I definitely knew that night because I woke up with it written on my arm. I've taken a shower since, so it's gone.
Did
But
wait, did you write
2-week
slot?
No, I wrote 2-week hiatus from the textaholic is
Did you
what I
block
wrote.
it?
Yeah, I
So
did
you
so.
didn't even get to see my last picture, did you?
I haven't received anything until
That's
like,
why I incorporated it into
like
the
Paulie,
night's photo,
right?
anyways, just because I had a feeling you didn't see it. I was like, "Fuck
I-
him."
I
I'm so
sent
stupid.
I sent out 2
It's the one with
photos.
the snake.
You sent me 2 photos. One where I was a fat boy, then one where I was shaking hands with the president of.
Russia.
Russia.
And I thought those are so hysterical that I downloaded them immediately and texted the next 30 people in line on my text stream.
Oh, no.
I was
That's
in love with them.
That's a good
But
point.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was
I
worried
don't know, I was
about
just
him.
drunk and you were texting me, and I was like, "I'm gonna fuck with Paul."
I actually
Yeah,
called him
I-
last night to make sure he was alive and stuff.
I was
Oh.
doing a hustle.
I was like, "Hey, Paul, you mad? You all right?
That'd have been the
Everything
ultimate
okay?"
get back.
Oh, did you ask me if I was mad? I had no idea.
I just asked if you're all right last night.
Yeah. Yeah, so my apologies there. I definitely had an abuse of power. Maybe if you guys are all right with it, maybe between the hours of like 11 a.m. and
No.
10 p.m. All right. Well, once
That's
2 weeks.
too early.
Honestly, I don't give a
2
fuck. If you
weeks.
just wanna send it to me personally,
Yeah.
I won't read them, but I'll accept them.
Well,
If
I saw a couple beautiful memes like
you
this.
need someone just to rant, I don't
This
give a
one
fuck.
sexy ass
Okay.
woman, real sexy ass woman with the, like one of those shirts that just shows like the underboob and shit,
Yeah.
and it's just like you want a slice of cake, and then in between her fucking twat, you could see a little, not a bunch, but a little bit of hair up top, like
Any
four-
toilet paper crumbs?
and just the fucking snatch and shit.
Mm.
I thought it was pretty funny.
Now we're talking.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I saw.
So the pre-show was pretty good. Can we go ahead and defer to Mark's notes because we got a question mark on this shit.
Oh,
Actually,
shit.
let's read the emails first.
I wasn't there for the pre-show, so I have no idea what we're talking about.
I don't know what we're talking about either.
I was just gonna say.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Now you got it.
I actually I had a bunch of material for the pre-show that can't be on the show, and then I
We'll have an
we
after
never
show.
got to it.
After show it is.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
I always try to do an after show with you boys. I'm like, yo, 15 minutes, like we can
Any-
fucking get 89 cents.
I know you guys all probably hate him, but I mean I hate him too, kind of. But that 6ix9ine fuck, he
Yeah.
fucking broke the internet this week. Holy
Yeah, he did.
shit!
That's why Zoom
didn't-
wouldn't work.
Yeah. I didn't see
49
anything.
million views in 24 hours.
Oh,
Really?
really?
Think of how ridiculous that is. It's fucking. He just signed. Jay-Z just signed him today too.
Really?
It's fucking insane. But if anybody
Yeah.
can protect his ass, it's Jay-Z.
How can he protect him?
He's got fucking so much money.
Don't
And
mess with my
he's
man.
got so much money and influence in the game. If he says don't touch him, no one will touch him.
That's so crazy.
I don't know about that.
Why?
Go
What's
into
happening?
Because he got
New
49 million
York.
views in fucking 24 hours.
Yeah,
That
the
breaks every record.
Empire
He
State
broke every-
Building and the
broke-
Statue of
went live on
Liberty
Instagram
going to
for 15
New
minutes.
York.
This kid went live on Instagram for 15 minutes and had 2 million fucking views on his live.
Who, the weird face guy?
Yeah, the 6ix9ine kid. 2
Central
million.
Park
It broke
is a
Instagram.
nice
They couldn't.
place.
It froze Instagram for like 10 minutes. They couldn't. Didn't know
Why
what
does
to do.
anybody give a shit about him? He's a fucking snitch. His music's terrible. He looks funny.
Yeah, I don't get it. It's.
I never heard a song.
I'm still jealous. I wish I
He
was.
said he
that
was.
rainbow
He
hair
said
and
he
all
was
those
sorry.
tattoos.
That's true.
It's like
It's funnier though. I like Patrick 6ix9ine better though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your face fit perfect on it. I was so happy.
Money
I was
Mustard.
like, yes.
That was my persona.
Money
My
Mustard?
side persona, Money Mustard.
Yeah. Money Mustard is the shit.
Actually, my dad. It's right.
I'll send you just a picture of because I have it
but
singled.
Go
just
on.
you as on 6ix9ine.
Oh yeah.
You
But
should
Pat-
make your profile on your Facebook.
All right.
my father actually, he
Hell yeah.
got a hold of Matt this week and asked
Oh,
him to crop his penis out of a picture so he could show him tap dancing. It's like I want them to see my face.
Dude, the
You think
funny
I'm
thing
joking?
about that picture.
You think I'm joking?
Don't put my name on that work.
Well, the funny thing about it is I've been lecturing Dad for weeks now about the difference between high-res photos and non-high-res photos.
Yeah.
Is your father running the restaurant's Twitter?
Yep.
He's killing it, honestly.
Yeah,
Dude.
he's doing
Yeah,
good.
I know. He gets like, well, yeah.
Big time killing it.
But so he
Some
wanted
of
my
these are
he
really
wanted
like, is this Chris?
he wanted Matt to do the dance photo of the Irish dance and put him and Ricky's face on there. So I made him.
yeah.
I was like, you need to put a high res picture of that, or else it's not gonna look right. And then he finally sent him the high res of them dancing, but then he sent him the lowest res out of focus picture of their faces to
It
put
was
on
so
there.
bad. But
Yeah,
I was
I
like,
saw
"What are you
that.
doing?" I said,
Hungover.
"Fucking send him a good picture, god damn it!"
Yeah, this is
he's
on
not
Patrick's
getting it.
honor.
I was like so drunk the night before and hungover. Like I woke up at like literally 5 p.m. and I saw that text and he asked me to do it, and I was like, oh shit! I literally did it on the toilet. Like, I was like, but I like looked at his picture. It was so bad quality. I was like, do I say something or do I like
Just do it. And
just
fuck
make
it.
what he wants?
Well, the
I
funny
went
thing,
to like both their Facebooks. I got a picture of Ricky in high res off his Facebook, but then I went to your dad's and I could not find one. There was nothing. And I was
Yep.
like, fuck.
'Cause-
All right, I'm just gonna use the photos he gave me.
well, there's an option about when you
That's
on
maybe- okay.
iPhones and shit about like you can send full size image or
Right.
not,
Yeah.
and he always does the opposite.
Nah.
Oh, it was
Always.
bad.
And it's funny because he's always been good at like electronics until
Well,
all of
I'm
a
sure
sudden
that's what he
now
went
he's
to school
old.
for.
Who,
And
my
then, like,
dad?
the
No, he
picture
didn't.
he wanted me to put their
No,
face on.
fucking sweet drink.
Oh, my brother just grabbed his
You
ass on
can't
camera.
take a fucking bad photo and make it better without.
That's not-
I mean, certain photos you can, but
You could take a song and make it better.
he sent me like a thumbnail basically.
That's
It
what I was
like-
telling him. I said those are used for.
Those are terrible.
yeah.
Yeah, you can't do
Oh,
dick
dude.
with that.
Believe me,
You can't even make a new thumbnail with that.
I've dealt with my share of that with like the Adam Dunn show. Even like last week with one of my shows, someone sent me like their whole bio, so I had to like crop their picture out of the bio, and it just looked like shit, dude.
Yeah.
They just like
Oh,
you know what I mean?
yeah,
It's like,
sure.
God damn it, just send a fucking picture. Like,
Man,
Yeah.
Speaking
You
of
know what I
photo
mean?
editing and shit,
God
though,
damn
Fucking
it.
anything over 1,500 fucking megapixels or whatever the hell it's called, and
I
we're
got
good.
that Photoshop for my computer this like 2 weeks ago probably, but you get a month free trial of the Master Suite. Let's say you get all the Adobe programs for a month.
Mm,
I was been fucking around with this fireworks program. I don't know if you guys have ever
Mhm.
messed with Adobe Fireworks.
no.
It is fucking nuts. Basically, it's Photoshop, but it's all in script. So like if you can write code,
Right.
Oh, wow.
you know,
Which
that's
is fucking
like so
stupid
basically
because you're
it-
gonna have like this
it's
alligator,
super cool,
that
though, because
alligator, and all
you
that.
can just Google
know how to
like
do
what you
that?
want a photo to do, and they'll have a script for it, and you can just copy and paste it instead of like
Dude,
actually having to
really.
be artistic and edit.
Come down to the
Nice.
office, man.
It's fucking cool.
God,
I
you know where the fucking
it's
shop
blown
is.
my mind.
We have these fucking programs.
So instead of like cutting somebody out, like I can
Use them for
literally
free.
use code to do it now.
Oh, that's cool.
But I looked it up. They want $99 a fucking month for it.
Oh yeah, those
Yeah,
programs
like-
are.
Fuck
We spent a
you.
few thousand to own them forever.
Well,
Well, they make you update it for the year
Make-
too.
You can't even buy the program anymore. That's only month
We
subscription.
bought 5 years worth.
yeah,
at,
you do like that, but it's expensive.
buy well then you got to make $200 a month off of it.
Hmm.
Right? Yeah, I'm not gonna make anything off of it.
Do it. How many?
I'm having
You could have
fun
made.
with it,
You could have
but-
made $50 off of fucking Ricky and his dad.
Yeah.
You know, easily. It's like, yeah, I'll do that shit. $50. Not figure it
know
out
what?
yourself.
I look back at my time at the
If they would have
tavern.
figured it out themselves, I wouldn't have got anything.
Well,
I'm
No, I get your ideas though, Mark.
Yeah, man.
But I
How
just
come-
plan on not using it. But
You should go on Fiverr too. If, I mean, I don't know. It's a dime a
Photoshop
dozen.
itself is only $9.99 a month. I'll keep that, but I'm not gonna pay for their masters. all that
That's
shit.
Yeah.
with some of the high-end recording shit. You have to pay monthly, and then you have to pay a yearly license fee too.
It's just I don't know.
Yeah,
I,
yeah.
I haven't had a
That's what we
laptop for like probably since I moved to Denver, basically.
Have you ever used GIMP?
Yeah.
I
Okay.
Yeah, I've
I
used
like
a
it,
GIF.
but I don't like
I've
it
used
as
a
much
few
as
of 'em.
Photoshop. For
Hey.
$9.99 a month, I don't mind.
He's used a few of them. That's what I sent him over on GIMP before he went and
Yeah.
got the subscription.
I made like the Biden Jesus Christ was made on GIMP.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's
I just
kinda
more
hard to
familiar
use.
With Photoshop, it's all
I
in my
get you.
head.
Oh, okay. I've
And
never
for
used
$90
Photoshop.
a month.
So
I don't give a fuck. I went to school for that shit, so like,
I get it. I get you.
I don't know. It's
Yeah, I
just,
know
it's in
you
my
did.
head. It's like switching
said
from
that
Mac
5
to
minutes
PC.
ago.
I don't know. I don't know. But for $9, I'll pay it. But I don't know. I just thought it was crazy that fireworks program exists. It's just so. It's cool. It's what they can do with it. But it's interesting.
I never understood that.
That's
I
where
took some of
everything's
that.
going.
I took some of that C++ shit for a couple
Yeah.
years, and I got it to do a couple things, but I don't understand that shit, man. You have to have a whole nother brain for that.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Coding
did?
is fucking
Yeah.
weird.
It's fucking.
Oh no shit! No wonder why
That's
you
why
love all this shit.
I miss like MySpace and shit because like it kind of like taught kids to code. Not really,
Yeah,
but it.
I
kinda
mean,
did.
but be able to like program
Entry
like
level.
songs into as soon as you click on your
Right.
page, this is
Right.
the first thing you
You're
hear.
You're not gonna know a lot
Yeah.
of code, but at least you're at least familiar with it.
Yeah, that's a danger
Then
to society. We don't want you to learn that,
Brought out,
especially
like-
if you're not wearing a mask at home in your underpants. Let's take
MySpace
away
was
your
just a
license.
Better setup, I thought.
The thing I didn't understand about code too is like you had to come up with code to make code do stuff, right?
Yeah,
So
you
why the
did,
fuck
yes,
do they
you
do
did.
all this dumb shit? Just like put a bunch of
Because, man, they don't want you
semicolons
to know
and fucking.
powers.
Yeah, it's like I don't get
Yeah,
it.
them fucking turtles that eat like, oh, I gotta plug this in one way and this one the other. You
Why
know,
doesn't
them
it just say move ball to the right? That's what they
Yeah,
should fucking
right.
write.
All follows these letters.
Yeah, I never understood that.
How you doing, Christopher?
Oh, I'm doing real good, I
Hey,
think.
when you were walking
Never-
out, brother, you
I haven't.
put your hand in your pants and scratch your tushy.
Did I?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
It wasn't in the crack or anything, or else I would have really.
Oh no.
Did you wash your hands?
Oh, of course I did.
Oh
I
yeah.
wash.
God,
You should see my hands. They look like there's no skin on them. I've been washing them. So.
I keep
I
my
always have.
mask.
I gotta piss again. So.
I keep my mask right where I hang my towel, and every time I dry my hands, I just use my mask.
Nice,
That's
nice,
smart.
nice.
Well, it's not
nice.
about you, Mark. That's
Nice.
why that's okay.
Thanks,
Wash
bud.
your hands. You dry your hands with your mask. It's about you not spitting on other people.
Oh, thanks, bud.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're doing.
I hope you guys learned a
Yeah,
lesson about running and
dog.
spitting.
If there's
You
one
just-
thing I've
You
learned
always
about this
gotta
whole
spit when
thing,
you run.
I have to.
I have to.
I have to.
There's
Yeah,
something
it's
wrong
I
with you
fucking
boys.
physically have to. I like
Unless if
expel
you want
so
me to
much
run from
mucus and
here
shit.
to across the street, I'm spitting.
Yeah.
Chrissy, you just brought up a great
Yeah.
thing. So since we're coming into this, what the fuck is the old quotes like the prison planet and everything? They used to put them spit masks on people. You used to see it on World Star Hip Hop. You know what's like not gangster at all is like you never see a fight going down in my neck of the woods and people yelling out World Star. Once like you're getting in fisticuffs and you hear the audience shouting out World Star, then you know that you're onto something.
Mm.
there are a
All
lot
these
of
white guys are like, "Oh my God, 911! We got to report these people's licenses." Excuse my
so-
language.
Well, in your neighborhood, you live in the biggest cracker ass neighborhood that's ever existed. So what is it? Just
Me?
white people with fucking yeah.
Oh.
You live.
Are you kidding me?
You
Okay,
gentrified
you
town.
live in a more crackered ass white neighborhood than I.
Ooh,
Do you want
insults
to go
coming
see
out.
my neighbors? I've lived in your neighborhood. I know who the fuck lives over there. There's a bunch of white hipsters.
My brother lives around a bunch of
Everybody that
Somalians
lives in my
and
neighborhood. Yeah,
Yeah,
my
Ethiopians.
neighborhood, everybody's from the Middle East and
2013.
Africa. From
I live right next to a bunch of white
Around.
hipsters. That's for
Do
sure.
you?
Yes.
How's your
Oh.
one testicle? Yo, dude, Matt, I swear to God, like there's gonna be times where like my
Fuck you.
nut sack, like I'll usually get like my right testicle that goes up to like my upper body after like I'm jerking off and coming and shit. It just like sucks up into my body. I gotta like push it the fuck out. I think of you because I look at my nut sack and I'm like, oh my God, there's one ball in there. This is what Matt deals with on a day-to-day basis.
Right.
I have a
Is
I have
it-
a
is
fake
it
one.
really
I have a
true?
nudicle.
He has
You
a
got
fake
in
one.
a skateboarding accident that your nut that you cut out of your body
didn't
that was
cut
still connected went down. Well, you fucked it up skateboarding. Is it true that it went down to your ankle? Like that's how long
No,
the
I
string
wouldn't
in
say
it?
ankle, like calf.
God
I
damn.
probably exaggerated and said ankle many times drunk.
I didn't pull this up. This was the first thing
Really?
on my.
But
This is the first
dude,
thing on my on my Facebook when I pulled it up.
I love it.
Let
but-
me take a look. Put it back
But
up
yes,
to the camera.
Mark, it hangs down to your like calf.
Are those
Would
the
you
two
do
birds
what you did?
Yeah.
Well, if your ball sack isn't there to like contain it,
Oh
you
God.
know what I'm saying? Like if it
Oh,
splits open,
Jesus.
it'll. Yeah, they hang pretty far. They're
Hey,
a lot
I-
longer than you think.
Did it come out and was hanging out?
Yeah.
Oh God.
he wetness in his shorts. It's like, dude, not good. And then a bunch of his friends bailed because the cops are showing up. And then the
Yeah.
cops.
Oh,
All
fuck,
he
I
has is a
remember
story.
that. I remember the rest of that story, but I don't. Oh my God.
Dude, yeah, Matt went through some sweet drink with some trauma. That's why he's always looking for sugar, not spice. Only everything I already had the spice.
What kind of trauma?
He's doing good. His ball came out of the sack.
Get cut off
Yeah. You never heard? Yeah, he's got
Hung
the.
out.
like a kickflip 180 ollie over
No,
the
but
fucking.
when he broke it, the sack split. His actual nut was outside of the snack.
Oh,
That's my boy.
Mark's face, I love it.
dude, I'm stressed out right now.
There's another Mad Dog 2020 comment. You're a loser.
Tight.
No one
I
likes your
literally
Mad.
bought it because you last week, or no, whenever I was drinking the screwdrivers.
I know, it's
You
hilarious.
asked me if I was drinking Mad Dog 2020. I was like, no, but I thought about it, and you're like, it tastes like Kool-Aid.
It sure
And I was like, oh,
does.
that sounds delicious. So I bought it. It tastes like ass.
It does not
Oh my
taste good.
God.
But honestly, I
This
am
tastes like good
fucked up.
Mexican tequila.
I told you to
Up
get
the-
purple.
I
Didn't
drank.
you
They didn't
bleed
have.
out of
check
your
this out.
nuts?
What's that?
Were you just a bloody mess?
When your
Oh,
ball came
yeah,
out? Yeah.
Yeah, dude. What the fuck?
Dude,
Fuck
yeah, I
outta
was in
here.
khaki shorts. I'm pretty sure I've described this before, but
On Keith
It's
and the
like-
Girl.
oh, was it only on there? I don't know, maybe.
Yeah,
But
I think it was.
I
well,
looked down,
yeah.
and it was
This
just
should have had you.
red,
Yeah.
like all everywhere around
They
your crotch
mentioned it.
area. I was like, but it like let down all the way to the bottom of my shorts. I was like, what the fuck just happened?
That's insane.
Because honestly, it really didn't. It hurt like getting kicked in the balls, but that was it. You know what I mean? Like it
Right.
didn't like anything extra.
Dude, you guys missed the entire Keith and the Girl segment? Are you
I
sure?
know.
know,
I
dude.
wish
I
I
went to
was-
sleep
All
that
right,
night.
yo,
and I
I
wish
wish
since
I
I'm a
was
third
recording
party,
that
I gotta recap
because-
this shit.
I've never really been that drunk. I don't even. I think it was honestly it was just 'cause it was
Matthew,
strangers.
could I speak amongst humor on your behalf?
Yes, sir.
All right, so Matthew, he had, and you have to be a very intricate part of this story. Matthew was doing a skateboard trick. What skateboard trick was this?
It was a crooked grind. It was just a crooked grind.
And
What the hell is that?
what kind of trucks did you have? Chevrolet.
Independent.
Fucking Ford.
Recall back to Pat. Recall back to Pat. Whatever. Anyway,
Okay.
so you have a artificial testicle in your nutsack after
Nudicle.
a nudicle is what it's called. All right.
Thanks.
And your mother went ahead and took care of after all, like, oh my God, because you were just a young man. What were you, like 15?
no, it's 17.
Oh Jesus Christ, I was way off.
goddamn doctor. I'll put some haggis in the sack.
What kind of sack did they put inside of you?
What do you mean sack?
You have an artificial testicle.
Ball, not sack. I have
It's
regular
titanium, right?
No, it's
Mm-mm.
black. His
No,
mother
it's black.
chose a black nut inside of him. Take a look at his
You got a
package.
black nut
It's
inside you
like
because
a-
It
you
is
lost
black.
it. So
No,
That's-
it's
that's-
like
open that.
I
He's
don't
got
know if
a
it's rubber per se.
I can't do it. Yeah, it's like I can't afford to get a real testicle. So she went down to the grocery store and got one of the balls out of the gumball
She
machine.
had a choice. She could have chose pink, turquoise, lavender, royal G biv, whatever the
I
fuck.
hope some of my family's watching this
Yeah,
right now.
black nut.
Well, your
Yo,
mother. I mean, she's a Scottish woman, so
I know. That's why I
she's
hope.
cheap. She's cheap.
You know, they're supposed to be in Scotland. I realized the same month as you.
Really? Yeah, I
My
should
mom's
be.
supposed to there right now.
In fact, I'd be going to Scotland from England probably today. Actually,
Yeah, my mom's
Yeah.
supposed to be there right now. They had a month trip planned.
Fucking
I was supposed to get COVID in Spain.
Kayla.
Yeah,
And
Kayla
get all that
messaged
free
me.
healthcare, so it didn't break me.
I thought about going to Florida for a minute, but couldn't get
Kayla was supposed to go to Eastern Oklahoma.
Well, she
Now that
messaged
we're
me
close
today,
to
and
June
she wanted me. They're going to fucking New Orleans, and they wanted me to
Anybody-
go with them. And I said, "You're
Anybody
fucking
wanna
out of your
get a-
goddamn mind. I'm never
New
going to
Colorado?
New Orleans." What's that?
Holland.
Anybody want to get like a huge Airbnb, like in the mountains here in Colorado or something?
yo,
Nope.
Matt, we already talked about this. I don't think that
It's so
anybody's
cheap
down
right
besides
now.
I don't
us.
So
care about
fun.
the money.
I
I don't
know.
want to hang out with none of you sons of bitches and your mad dog.
I told you
Hang out with me at
Patrick would
work.
be lush life.
That's true.
Same thing.
Yeah, but I'm
And I
sober
told
and
you that I
boring
was-
right now. What am I gonna do? Just fucking
That's
do
true. You
my
have to
stretches
get
in the
You're gonna do
corner?
dick. We don't want you coming
Yeah,
with us.
do stretches.
He just
I used-
invited me, Paul.
All right. Well, past 6 p.m. I don't expect to see you till like 9:30 until you get sick of me and throw me in a bush.
I won't
And
touch
then,
you. You're fine. Don't worry.
All right. Well,
You
I
got
love
about a
you,
year
brother.
of me not touching you.
Whenever whenever you had that howling video, me and Paul,
Yeah.
remember that? But whenever I went and met Paul, like I was just like on Broadway getting weed. I was like, I'll see what Paul's up to. I'll call him. I go meet him in like literally like 10 seconds. I'm like on my bike or whatever. I'm going to talk to Paul, and he's like talking to this old man, and Paul introduces me, and the old man just goes to shake my hand, and I'm like, what do I do?
It was
Hell
his
yeah.
dad.
I don't know.
No. It was Howell. He's anywhere between 89 and 94 years old. He lives in the basement.
Like, whatever, fuck it. This guy dies because of me. It's not my fault.
Yeah.
No, he ain't dying. He ain't dying.
I go shake his
You
hand.
should hear him
and then
talk
Paul's
about
like,
the
hey, let's walk
colas.
across the store to the liquor store. And I guess Paul's really good friends with the liquor store owner, and he's
Fuck yeah.
literally within 5 minutes of being with Paul, 3 people want to shake my hands.
Yeah. Nope, I haven't
What?
touched
It
nobody.
was so hard not to shake the liquor guy because we went to the liquor store. Paul's good friends with the liquor store guy, apparently.
Yeah,
Does he
oh,
get-
I'm
What did he
sure.
do? He bought
No, we
us our
brought beer up
boots.
to the counter, and he was like, "It's on me, boys." I was like, "Fuck!" And then he reached out to shake my hand. I was like, "I'm not gonna be like, no." Like,
Well, of course.
Gave
And
me free
I'm
beer.
very glad
You
that
gotta-
you didn't say no, because that's the type of respect I command.
Oh,
No,
ooh, he's
man,
a
the
commander
handshake
here.
has to
Yeah,
fucking go
I'm
away.
with
We don't
Paul
have to do that
5
anymore, dude.
minutes.
Fuck
Suck
that
my
shit.
dick.
You should
No,
have
I'm
said.
not shaking no motherfuckers' hands no more.
You should have
Oh,
bought.
dude.
Fuck your respect bullshit with that. That's the
Yeah,
fucking
I'm
old world
with you.
thinking
no, I'm not
bullshit.
shaking
Are
your
you
hand.
shitting me? Are you shitting me?
Old world
Fuck my
tradition
respect.
bullshit that we don't need to fucking
I've worked
at all.
lifetimes
No,
I'm
before
with
I was
Mark.
even
I'm
born
with Mark.
for my
Let's end
respect.
it.
We need to end that bullshit because it
Yeah,
just
it's
doesn't need to be.
gross.
It's
Okay,
gross.
beautiful. Let's start from day one. Let's start from ground zero.
Let's do it.
Good. Yeah, let's come up with something
Let's
different.
go 19 weeks
What's
and see
something
who's got respect.
That's
I got
why
respect. I got respect.
That's why the Asian people, like in
That's why I
Japan,
speak
that's why
up.
they bow. They don't want to touch you.
Even
Yeah,
like
let's start
watching like,
bowing.
the UFC
Are you-
this week, though.
Tell Robert Kraft that down in Florida, the Asian people don't want to touch you. Get the hell out of here. I think he was paying him what, 35, 40 bucks? Yeah.
Not to greet
Yeah,
them, to
the
make
touch
them
you
come.
away.
If I have to touch you, you should give me $35 to $40.
Yeah.
There you go.
Watching the UFC and shit though this weekend, I think Mark watched it, but like
Yeah, I watched it.
I know it was kind of weird because they are fighting in there, or whatever. But like I thought it was more weird and cringeworthy whenever like the whole groups after the fights would win. There'd be like 8 guys hugging and shit.
Oh.
I'd be like, "Oh, guys, you can't." But I'm
Without
like, "Oh, wait,
masks,
they just-
let's
they
take
just
away
bled
the
all over each other. I guess
licenses.
it's okay.
They weren't
But
social
everyone-
distancing.
But everyone in there was tested, right? That's what
Yeah,
the,
that's
the
true.
thing was, right? Everyone who had to
Oh,
participate.
thank God that we
in
had
the
enough
night.
tests
They
for
were
them
tested.
to kiss.
And then, yeah. And so, like, I
Right.
mean, I understand that.
So
I
how
don't know.
did
It just. but
I
in
thought
my
it was
mind-
great.
In
I
my
thought it
mind
was
to
great.
see hugging, what I was really getting at was in my mind. I'm like, "Oh shit, you can't do that anymore." know?
right?
Well, how
Like,
did
I don't think that's gonna be. I don't think
You
that's gonna be a
can't.
thing in the future.
I think this is the whole. I think this whole thing. If there is a conspiracy, it's Jerry Seinfeld that started this thing, so he wouldn't have to touch people anymore.
But yeah,
like,
did you see
Jerry
Frank
Seinfeld,
Costanza
Jerry
died?
Heller.
What's
Yeah.
that?
Jerry Stiller. That's
Yeah,
why he
Jerry
picked
Heller.
up.
Sorry, God damn it.
Well, he's who I was thinking about this today when I was talking about Paul McCartney.
Which, by the way, is that Ben Stiller's dad?
Yep.
Yeah,
I had no clue until like last night. I was trying to
I'm
think of
I'm in
everything
the
for a
top
picture.
24
I was like, "Oh, I'm just
comments.
going to
of
go
when
to
he
celebrity
tweeted
deaths
out.
this week, and I looked him up, and there was a bunch of pictures of him, and Ben Stiller. I was like, "Oh shit, is that really?"
Ben Stiller's pissed. Fucking production on Zoolander 3 is postponed,
Yeah.
and
Well, you remember about Zoolander, right?
I had no clue.
9/11 happened on a Tuesday. That Zoolander was scheduled, and it was released on that there Friday
Ooh, see how it
of
goes?
the week. Nah,
you see,
It's
I remember
all
Spider-Man was
related.
supposed the first Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire was supposed to come out, and they postponed it because it had the Twin Towers in it.
Anybody named Toby should be in gay porn, not fucking
or petted on
Spider-Man.
the head like a dog.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
first-
That dog
the
makes me want to
first
piss.
Spider-Man was supposed to come out on 9/11. That's why they have to remake it every 3 years.
My mom tried to hug me. I hit her in the nose with a newspaper.
Oh,
Good,
hugged
because she
me.
wasn't wearing a mask.
She didn't come near me. She knew better.
Hypocritical.
No, she was like, "Can I hug you?" And I was like, "Yeah, okay."
Fucking-
I just hit her in the nose with with the mask.
With the
I
mask.
thought that
Yep. Is what's
No. And
Paul,
then,
it's hard to see your disappointment with you in the dark. Isn't it cold
Yeah.
out there?
well, I have a big ass smile.
Can't you get under a fucking street lamp or something?
Oh, it's not cold at all. No, I live. Well, I can't see. Hang on. Let me see if I could change this real quick. I live right there.
Oh yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
I've been by
Right
your
there.
house.
Right
Nine
now.
9 weeks ago, I gave you a headset.
I know, and I appreciate it so much, and I'm very disappointed that you didn't go ahead and take the table money. that we had provided.
That table
For it.
money is still under quarantine. I ain't touching it. That's a year quarantine for that stuff.
Hey, can we go ahead and read a email?
Oh, I keep forgetting. I'm sorry.
Whatever, dude. I'm already getting
Well,
tired
hey,
of sourdough.
Mark, it's all.
Emails. So the first one is from Matt Diaz. He was
Let's read it.
Well,
This is
it was
great.
y'all need to question my man Mark about this whole 1-inch clit thing. These ladies he's liking on Twitter. And he sent a
Dude.
picture of I saw this chick earlier. I don't know her name.
Oh, I didn't see that.
And she's wearing a dildo. A man.
I'm so glad that you brought this up because in the past week or two, in my explorations on Twitter, I have discovered a new genre of lady on Twitter.
Pornography.
Yeah, so it's not even exactly pornography. It's the weirdest fucking thing, dude. It's these gals, okay, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Regular, nice looking girls, maybe a little bit of butterface, you know what I mean? But like
Uh-huh.
they either have a nice rack or like they're kind
Well,
of
by
fat,
the way,
but they have a
sorry to
shape,
interrupt.
you know what I mean?
Butterfaces are making a killing this day and age
With
with,
the-
all
with
this
the
mask
mask.
business. Yeah.
Exactly.
Continue.
Yeah, man.
I like an ugly gal. I don't care. There's
No,
something
no.
hot about them.
So no, but check this out. So like they take these weirdly promiscuous photos. They're almost like I call it Karen porn because it's like all these like Karens and they like have like their cleavage kind of out, you know what I mean? And like
Sure.
they have like their hat out and like they usually don't show their face or something like that. It's all kind of like homely, but they're definitely only showing off their fucking tits and like their ass and shit like that.
Their
All
assets.
right,
what I
well,
mean?
get back to the 1-inch clips.
very interesting.
What the fuck is your fascination with it?
No, this is
It's something
well,
different.
we all
It
know
leads
about that.
into
This
it,
is
it leads
old. That's
into
old.
it, It leads into it.
Oh yeah, that's right. And then and then Paulie said that he was gonna find me
I swear to God, I'm not even bullshitting you. And if you think that I am, you don't know Paulie B.
yeah. He
But I didn't ask specifically for this because
How is your hat even on right now?
I got you. I don't know how his hat is on right now.
Look at that.
But what was it? Shh, I forgot. I didn't write it
So what's
down.
Paul doing? He's buying you a big
hanging out,
clip.
listening to Mark, interrupting inappropriately,
Yeah, of course.
cutting
you are.
off his story.
Anyways.
No, he said.
Karen porn.
He said,
But-
if you don't know Paulie, you don't know nothing. I'm gonna do this. What were you gonna do? For Mark in a 1-inch
He's gonna
clip.
give him a one-inch chick clip.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
but
Mark used
what
to,
was it?
Mark used to
Ah.
jerk off to magazines called 1-inch beaks and clits that don't quit.
That's
Wait,
pretty good.
I like that.
we had better names. I didn't write
The
it down.
1-inch beak of the week. Oh, why did you tell me?
I
Because you were
like that.
It was the
You-
beak
you
of the
were too
week and
busy-
the clip that
yeah,
don't quit.
It was.
The
yeah,
beak of the
clip
week and the
don't
clip that
quit.
don't quit.
Yeah, that's what it was. Hell yeah.
Yeah,
I'll never
man.
forget my brother's favorite subject, Alex Valdez. I was hanging
Oh,
out
yeah.
with him and his rich stepfather.
Hey, Patrick, you like girls? I like girls.
I was such an idiot. I was in
One
close
day,
quarters with
one
him
day.
for years. Homosexual. I'm so stupid. But anyways,
I should have never. hung
Yeah,
out
what the
with
hell was that one thing that
no,
wiped out a
no,
bunch
I
of
should
them
have
Jews?
I should have been
The
getting
bubonic
blown for
plague?
years.
What the hell is that?
I should have been getting blown for years. Is what I should have been doing. Before all y'all, I could have been getting blown by Alex Valdez.
Like to be.
It's not like we were your children.
Well, and
You
we
don't
used
have
to-
threaten us.
We used to hang out, and he'd be like, "My dick's cold. Can I put it in your butt?" And I never caught on. But anyways, his father-in-law was this rich fella, and I'll never forget. He was telling me this story. He was like, "You would have loved this gal." He was talking about some girl he thought was cute, but he said But he said she was one of those girls that you saw her nose for 2 minutes before she came around the corner.
Oh Jesus Christ! Mark would have been in love, but oh
Yeah.
my God,
I'm so hard right now just even thinking
that's
about
a
that.
terrible nose.
And I felt bad for her, and I never met her because he was
The
so
schnoz of
rude
the
about
week.
it.
So she was Jewish?
The beak of the week.
the beak of the week.
Either that or a bird.
The clits that don't quit.
So that was email number 1.
Yeah, the other one's it's a meme.
Ooh.
Oh shit.
Well, I'm
Do you
gonna-
know
It
how to
says
do
it says these
Chair?
two.
Lips donkey?
Hey, Steppa, was her nose in between her legs?
He said these two twin sisters both drank from the same cup used by someone with COVID-19.
Oh,
They
two
got the
girls, one
same
cup.
DNA. One got COVID and the other one didn't. You still think the government isn't involved? Mm.
Yo,
Google two
Google
girls,
two
one
girls.
cup to learn more. Time to wake up.
yeah, I think that we need to go ahead and have that Mark Diaz on the show. Matt Diaz.
You should.
Yeah, Mark
I,
Diaz.
It's a
dude,
whole
I
way.
fuck
You're
Diaz up
missing
all
the point.
time.
It's
I'm
a
like
whole
my
way to get
Nana.
you to look up two girls, one cup. You jerk.
Yeah.
Well, dude, you can't find that fucking video on the internet. It's scrubbed. By the way, I uploaded
I
that
can't imagine
it's
it's scrubbed.
I can find
and
two
That's
girls,
the
one
only
cup.
thing
unblacked out
I
version
jerked
of
20
off
seconds.
from.
Epstein's fucking bullshit, his fucking black book that's in our drive. I also got dude, we should fucking find two girls, one cup. Upload
Yeah.
that shit drive.
Yeah, bro.
I'm pretty
Let's
sure you
put
can
it
find
on
it
YouTube.
immediately.
I gotta put
Lucky I
myself
don't know where
on
my
mute.
phone's at.
Hell yeah, drive. Let's drive all the stuff to drive.
The only thing I watched that movie once. That's all I needed. And
That's why you can't
Oh,
find
man.
it. Is because you're not typing that into anything.
Yeah, right.
I used to make a point in high school. I always fucking go through our proxies and find that video and show people.
Oh yeah. Well,
Because that was like before Joe Rogan got big, but like I was still like in his like fan base, like on his because he had like this web form. Like I don't even know if you guys remember Xanga,
no. Oh, I remember.
Of course. of
Friendster.
course.
It went Friendster, Xanga, MySpace. That's where I found Joe Rogan on Xanga. That's how long I've been on the Joe Rogan
Jesus
thing.
Christ.
But he's
Fucking
the one that
pervert.
made fucking Two Girls One Cup go big. Like
Oh really?
yeah, well he had like a reaction video to it. He was like one of the first people to do a reaction video. This is
Yeah.
before YouTube even.
Was his reaction? Ew.
Because he couldn't show it for some reason. I don't know, remember why. Because I think
Because
it was
it's
Ustream.
disgusting.
right?
Yeah, I think it was Ustream, and so it was just a reaction. He was like, "I was gonna show myself reacting to it," and he's like, almost like puking in a trash can. I was like, "Holy shit! I have to look up this video." Two girls, one cup. But then, anyways, after that, like, because proxies were so bad whenever I was in high school. We're talking like 2008, 2007. So you could get around them so easy. So I would just show it to people like all the time in like high school, like
It's
in
funny.
class. Get people to puke like just like right there on the spot.
We
My-
made a game of getting around the proxies at work.
What does that mean? Getting around the proxies? I've never tried it.
Proxy they had like certain things blocked, like keywords and stuff, but
and rules and
it was
regulations.
just
No,
so
that
easy to
must
get
have
around.
sucked for
Yeah,
Paul.
right. If
Well,
I
Take
was
away your license.
What
damn,
we would
Paul's actually got a good point. I would fucking lose my license if I was in high school still.
What license? Your driver's license?
No, just
They're like,
whatever.
quit showing that girl pooping.
They'd be
Give
like,
me your
"Oh,
driver's
yeah,
license.
yeah,
We all know we all know sweet drink is fucking driving.
we used to have competitions on who could find the grossest shit that wasn't blocked by the fucking firewall.
Yeah,
Interesting.
it was
Nope.
so easy to get
Nope,
never
around
tried
back then. I imagine it's fucking locked down tight now in high schools. I
The
bet
only
they're
thing
good.
my only reaction to that video was, I mean, it was gross and all, but I was like, damn, them girls is good sports.
You know, it ended up being fake.
Yeah,
it's
they-
like worse.
I mean,
It's like worse.
they're looking nice and young. But yeah, didn't
Yeah,
they just? I
no.
mean, you can't poop that much. They must have been.
It was chocolate mousse.
Yeah, they must have been injecting shit in there.
Yeah,
You can't.
they
Fuck,
put chocolate mousse up their assholes.
do you know how much you'd have to be holding your shit?
I
It'd have to
I
be
don't-
like for 3 weeks to get that much shit.
It's still
Dude.
fucking. It's even almost weirder to think that a girl put chocolate mousse up her ass.
Yeah, I mean,
it's
the whole thing's disgusting and weird. It's like that cake farts video. I like that one though.
yeah.
I don't
cake
see no
farts.
problem with it.
It's fucking hilarious now.
Somebody's into it.
Jesus Christ! I bet. I mean,
Oh yeah, we are.
But shit doesn't make shit. When I see shit, it just makes me think of the smell, and the smell don't make me hard. That's for sure.
I don't
Wait,
even
you're
think
talking
like
about poop.
Yeah, shit smell doesn't smell good.
that was like in a
Dear
time
God.
and place though, where like I don't even think you got paid. For
Yeah, there's a
views
time and a
shit.
place
like,
for poop. It's in the bathroom and it's
like
by
now,
yourself.
if you made something like that and it went that viral, you'd be paid.
You
Yeah.
couldn't.
Well, I don't know, unless you own the rights. I mean, you
Well,
pretty
I
much
don't know
signed
what
that
the
shit away.
Bro.
You sign that shit away pretty much immediately. You
You
fucking
sign away your life with all these rules and regulations, bro.
yeah. It's in the fine print, Paul.
Well, it's weird. Do you guys
I'll
ever
be
remember
right back,
Unforgivable?
dog. I gotta go
Those
sniff out
women
some
get
weed.
paid for the
You
shoot.
gotta
They're
go
not
fight
getting.
the rules and regulations, bro.
Did you guys ever see Unforgivable on YouTube?
No,
It was like huge whenever I was in high school.
no.
It's like one of the most watched YouTube videos ever. It's just
No.
like some black guy in the woods talking about raping a chick.
No.
It's like it's humorous. He's a comedian.
Oh.
He's a
Bitch,
stand-up
you ain't no
comedian now.
nerd.
Yeah, he knows it. But that was
No.
before like YouTube was like monetized and stuff. It's still to this day the most watched YouTube video. Like he's got like a series of them. It's like 3 or 4 of them. It's called Unforgivable. They're hilarious. You should look them up. But he didn't get paid a dime for it.
Oh yeah.
And it's fucking crazy because like you see like people making viral videos now and they get paid hundreds that like
Yeah, but it has to be on your own channel and this and that.
right. I mean, there was
And
4
if-
channels on YouTube, and shit, but
Here's the rule of viral videos. It's not viral until my brother and I see it.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen none of these things, so it still ain't viral.
okay.
Whatever you say, buddy.
I don't know
Like,
any of
I'm
this
just
shit.
curious. Like, what do you think? Like that Takashi
Well,
69
what
guy.
I was
What do you
saying,
think he made off 48 million views? Like he has to make some. I mean, there's ads all over.
well,
it.
let's
He's
see.
gotta
I
be making
usually get
something
about
crazy.
50 views a week, and I get like 22 grand a week. So
I'm
I
just
don't
curious what YouTube kicks in. I
it
don't
just
know.
it
That's
depends on
interesting.
who's sponsoring it and who's the advertisements and stuff. But I'm sure he made a pretty penny for sure.
I'm sure he did. Yeah, but it's just crazy. I wonder.
Yeah,
I wonder what
I
he
don't
really
know
made.
how YouTube pays out. I'm sure it's a percentage of the watches.
Right.
I don't know. Why don't you call Jay-Z? Ask
Right.
him.
Call Jay-Z.
I just think it's hilarious that Jay-Z probably saw that video and was like, "Oh, we can make money off this kid."
Well, does Adam Dunn make any money off YouTube? Don't you get a couple thousand views a week?
Yeah, I guess you'd know. No.
Nope. Because
Yeah,
of
huh?
our content.
Oh.
It isn't monetizable.
And then like Legion of Skanks,
But I wonder if
they
his
said they
is.
made like 4
He's
grand or
cussing,
8 grand off of YouTube, and that was about it. And they get like a couple 100,000 views on some of their videos.
They say Rogan makes like a shit ton off of YouTube, so
Well, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
I forget
But
how much.
even
I mean,
though he
it
has
was
content
billions.
that's probably not usual suitable, they're smart enough to
I don't know,
that he's
man.
getting the views.
Right.
I feel
So-
like I should maybe like talk to YouTube and feel like, because I feel like we're getting cheated out of money maybe, because I feel
How many
like
views you get? Just curious.
most videos will get like 1,000 at least. Like that's
Yeah, I'm
like,
sure there's something in there.
you
They
know
put
what I
ads
mean?
on it.
I don't know what's going on, man. But like
You
it
never
says
go back
that
and rewatch.
all of our like I always set it to be monetizable, but
Mhm.
and then they started. So what happened was they started flagging our videos to be 18 and up because someone started flagging our videos as adult content. Blah blah blah. So
Can't
now
you choose to do that though?
so now I do that on
Okay.
default, but because I do that, I'm not able to monetize.
Oh.
It
Interesting.
like
Wow.
automatically turns off monetization because advertisers don't want no part of that shit. Something that's adult oriented.
Huh.
So
Well, you should look
yeah,
into
so-
like, well, I don't know if YouTube would do it, but I was gonna say like those dick pills and shit. They don't care.
right.
oh, well, I mean, we got plenty of sponsors.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I'm actually trying to get them to do 1-minute spots recorded because they're fucking rambling stoners, dude, and they won't. Like an ad, like seriously, our fucking ads will go fucking like an hour sometimes, or like seriously, it took over like 40 minutes one time to get through all
Oh wow.
12 sponsors or whatever, and it was. No
Yeah,
one
that
wants to
sucks
watch
for
that,
the
you know what I mean?
viewer.
Yeah,
The viewer doesn't like that. I
Yeah,
actually
so
quit
I'm
listening
trying-
to a couple podcasts because they did all their advertising right away. And
Uh-huh.
it was like 10 to 15 minutes of just advertisements, and I'm like, I'm not sticking around. Fuck
Yeah.
this.
You mean there are other people doing this?
Unfortunately.
Good
I
job.
thought we had cornered the market.
We did. Look at us. We're
pretty
climbing the
close.
charts. We got 4 watching us now.
We had a ton
Right.
of comments
That's
this
it.
time. We got about 10, 15 comments.
1 million. I learned how to grow an auto.
Yeah. Well, it's my mom, it's my dad, it's a cat, and a bird.
Hmm.
Mom won't watch it because she cries every time she sees us drink.
Well, no, but yeah,
Dad
everybody.
he does code to see if we're talking about his dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I watched the podcast, my boy, but then you started talking about how long and beautiful my penis was, and it went down the Platte River just perfectly, and how little children could walk over it so they get to the other side of the river and get back to their parents, have a picnic on the
Rio
other side of the
Grande.
Rio Grande.
I think Paul was taking a poo poo.
I think Paul had to take a boo boo as well.
He went poo poo boo boo. Did you hear
Is
me
this like a
earlier? They
metal
wanted me to
pipe?
go to fucking New Orleans with him. Isn't that
Yeah.
disgusting? Even
is
even
gross.
normal New Orleans is disgusting.
Yeah, even without this shit.
And they're going in like July or August. It's not going to be over by then. If I'm
Nope.
going to go on vacation, I'm not going there. I'd rather go to the mountains with Paul.
The Moon Mountain.
I'll go to Paul and Matt to the mountains.
Fuck yeah.
I'm serious. Why'd you flip me out? That's the wrong. He's like, fuck yeah, that's awesome. That's the wrong reaction. You have a stroke?
I think so, dude.
He had a
He
stroke.
had a stroke on the shitter.
Oh, that. Are you smoking a doobie or is that just rolled up tobacco?
Smoking a
This is
roach.
Tobacco. That's tobacco.
I
I
stepped up.
just went and saw my Aussie mate. Did I tell you boys what the fuck? Jesus fucking Christ. I'm like, oh, mate, you need any... Well, I'm sitting on a bunch of blank and blank. Do you need any blank? He's like, fuck no, mate. I got me a slingshot and a big-ass wrench.
A big wrench.
Yeah, he's sitting on a slingshot and a big-ass
You
wrench.
fucking weird
Aussies are
people,
tough
dude.
sons of bitches, man. They don't need no goddamn blanks.
Hey.
Oh man, hey, I just got to tell you boys this real quick. I really respect and appreciate all of you. I'm going to look right into the camera because I sincerely do. My apologies if sometimes I will ever come off like a cocksucking cunt and a fucking prick and a douchebag and all that shit. Just that's, I mean, yeah, you fucking
That's
born
just
in
the Polly B attitude.
Hey,
Well,
Polly
like-
B, if we were looking for respect and love, why the fuck would we talk to you?
Yeah. I get that elsewhere. I come here to get
Yeah.
abused.
No, I don't get that anyway. I don't respect myself. I don't love myself. I ain't got nothing. And I love you too. You're a very beautiful boy. You got a long face and a weird nose and big eyes and you got a bald brain. But
Christopher, God damn it. Narrate
know
that
what?
one. I nominate that one for line of the night, a bald brain. Last week you had a couple of them. Mark was dying laughing. And then you also went ahead and referred to the fucking windshield wipers on your machine.
That's right.
You are by far the most talented. Well, technically, your Brer is the most talented.
He's
in,
afraid
the
I'm going to
tech
kick him
world.
off the show.
well, no,
Me?
it's the most talented.
That's why he said most
I've got-
talented.
I've got no discipline.
I had no idea. Am I up to that knowledge? Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm
Nah.
a Texaholic.
I mean,
Wow,
He's-
I didn't
he's
know that I was being
terrified.
chopping block.
No,
I
you-
thought I was the fucking first boy that sat at the fucking
Don't-
end of the bar back when the TV was still up there and be like, boys, we should start a podcast.
do you know how that conversation
Wow, I'm
just
in that
went?
much danger.
Do you
No.
know, do you know what just happened? Why do I have to? It just happened, and I have to explain it to you.
Yes, please.
You're like,
You have
hey,
no
Chris,
clue
you're
what's
super
happening.
talented. I mean, Patrick. And I said, boy, he must be afraid he's going to
Well,
get kicked
Pat-
off the
Pat-
show.
Pat- dude,
It was a joke.
Well, thank you.
Jesus.
I'm so sorry.
That's why when we asked you to rate us
I
all.
lit up a mushroom laced DMT fucking fathomed
Oh, good.
fucking little fucking piece of fucking tobacco smoke.
Hey,
well,
speaking
that's
of
what was funny
DMT,
about.
All right.
Go.
Well, goddamn.
I was
I'm
going to
sorry,
ask
my
Matt.
friends.
I was going to ask him, what was that the
Fuck that,
videos you guys?
I gotta make before I get out of here.
Oh shit! The videos Manny was talking
Yeah, I
about.
wasn't going to watch them. What is
Alright.
people just
You don't
fucking.
want to watch them.
I watched a little bit of one. I just got the gist, and I was like, "Hey, this sucks."
Yeah, they're fucked up. She sent them to me. I had no idea this. I mean, I knew people like this existed. I've heard of people like this. So people, ayahuasca. You guys know what ayahuasca
Yep,
is?
I invented it.
The DMT trip that lasts 8 hours. Let's just put that out there for the audience. But so, anyways, this guy he brings people to Mexico, and he takes them on these
Where's my ring?
ayahuasca 5-MeO DMT trips, and you're completely out of it. Like you could rape some, you could do anything, to them. And he starts pretty much. He puts them in these trips and he waterboards.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I don't understand what his motive is, what he gets out of it. But she started sending me all these videos of him just waterboarding people.
Why they're on DMT or ayahuasca.
Yeah, and I don't know what that would fucking even.
Fuck that.
Like, what's your mind think you're doing? Like, what are
Yeah.
you going? Honestly, that's like, fuck Paul right now. I think that's like
Jesus
one of
Christ.
the worst forms of torture I could ever imagine.
Dude.
Well, listen to Paul.
Yeah, I was
fucking
gonna say this is
stab an
pretty
orange and
close.
suck on it.
Jesus.
Oh, sorry, boys. Sorry, boys. I just went somewhere real quick into
Yeah.
a luxurious ass life. My apologies. I didn't
Be
mean to
careful with
interrupt.
that goddamn knife the way you're eating that. You're gonna fucking stab your eye out.
Dude,
Yeah, he is.
so this is a boot knife. It
What is it for making
goes
boots?
into this guy right here.
Ugh.
Oh, you just
And
put
then
it right in
like
there.
a cop,
Ugh.
you got a snap button, right?
Mm.
And you
Oh,
just
dude.
snap it on up. I was looking for my gold
Why
ring.
didn't you clean it first?
You were thrusting your face towards a boot knife with an orange on it.
Because
It's gonna be all
the
sticky.
Dyer Brer's mother is a very big ass influence, and like if she'll go ahead and get paid to take teaspoons of the COVID each and every single 3 times a day, why do I have to clean my knife to eat my orange?
No, I
It's
don't care
just-
about cleaning. Why didn't you clean it before you put it in the sheath, man?
Bro, I
Yeah.
just ate an orange, man. I don't fucking make fun of you when you fucking like open up soy sauce and pour it into a separate container before you fucking dip it, even though it came out of a plastic ass cartridge. What you looking at me for? We ain't got to comment about me.
Is that something you
What
do,
did I
Mark?
do?
Looking
that
for a
with soy
gold ass
sauce.
ring.
I feel like Paul keeps like insults like in his mind. He's like, he keeps something about you for like weeks, and he's like, I'm gonna fucking roast you on this later.
Well, I never ate soy sauce in front of him.
No,
I know
you
what he's
must
I know
talking
have.
you did on the
You
did it
must
like
have.
a pre-show a couple weeks ago.
Mark's never done that before in front of me in
Or maybe
his
it was
entire
Chipotle.
life.
I don't know. I thought you. Okay, never mind.
Paul does remote
Man,
viewing.
you're so vain, bro. Like I ain't even talking about you.
You probably think the song's about you.
What?
You're so
dude,
gay.
fuck
You
this.
probably
All right.
think the song
If,
is a penis.
hey, if any of y'all motherfuckers don't want to get stabbed right now, I gotta say this.
Ah,
Patrick, you're fucking goddamn amazing with your wizardry. And Mr. Mark, you've been doing that shit for motherfucking years. Christopher, you are by far the most talented fucking person that has ever blessed this fucking show. And then, yo, what up there, Big Beard? What up there, fucking, what was that, $2.48? Leave a fucking tip for the
Big
fucking
beard. I don't even have a beard.
yeah, dude, oh really? Your shadows looks like a big ass fucking Missouri beard. What's up there, Beaver Head? Yo, you went to school, and guess what? Perez went ahead and even said it. He was like, "Dog, your little fucking cell phone edits with the worst
They ain't cell
fucking
phone edits
technology
anymore.
is the best." I know you
That's
got
right.
yourself a
I
laptop.
appreciate it.
And the show, I respect each and every single fucking one of you, and please don't make it don't make this insincere just because I'm threatening you by knife point with my fucking spy fucking photo. All right,
Where
I
the hell
do
did
like
you?
that photo.
that is a
in
good photo
this.
of you.
Where
I
the
think
hell
it's the best
did you
photo of you I've
go?
ever seen. I wish I,
think
had
so.
it for fucking photos.
You look like a respectable young boy.
Where did you go on a passport?
Nowhere.
Russia?
It was said I was born in 1937. I ain't gonna show you all the numbers, but yeah, I got the. Never mind, dude. That's a conversation for
He almost looks like Logan Paul in that photo.
Yeah, you do. See your
I'm
cousin.
Paul Anthony.
Like for real, you look like
Yes,
Logan Paul.
some guy
See
that
Logan
came
Paul
way
is?
after me. Oh yeah, I was a sexy fuck.
Is that really you?
Yeah.
No, that's a Photoshop photo. Wait, you don't think that's fuck? No, that's not me. That's
Dude,
not
that-
me, man.
That has to be you.
No, it's definitely him. No.
Yeah, it is. That's
what he
from-
looked like
Of course
when I
it
met
is.
him.
It was hard for it to focus for a minute.
That was
That's-
around the time when he jumped off the balcony, the
That
18 and up
was at the
section
age
into
of,
the.
18, 19, 20, or 17.
Mm,
I
that's how
I
numbers
used
work.
Well, it's
Use
got to be
that
expired
passport.
then.
I used that passport to rob Mexican drug dealers,
Oh, good.
and I mean, dude, I guess
You don't
it's
have to
been
rob
long.
them. You just got to buy the drugs. It's pretty easy.
I swear to God, and like, if I ever die, mingle with like people around my funeral. If you ever like wanted to know more, Because so there's a lady who will know this story. And this is a motherfucking fact. Like, I ain't even bullshitting you about this shit. So I got that passport to go over to Cabo. In the photo, I look like a fucking spy. No wonder the fuck why. My passport says that I was born in 1937. A United States document was issued to me saying, yes, you were born in 1937. And I'm not even bullshitting you. The old hair at the dog, actually, dude, this is a very friendly story. So I used to fancy me a real good ass bar called Hair of the Dog, man. It was over there, and oh man, like it was real beautiful, man. Like yeah. First time I ever fucking discovered this here hooch hole was when I hear on the radio coming back from Boulder, like they killed that Osama bin Laden. And so I stop on in there. Anyway, real nice people. Leo owned the joint. He'd be like, hey, sleep out on the couch if you ever get too fucked up. You know, he's a good ass man. You know, go behind the bar, get yourself a drink, all this. Real family oriented. What were we just talking about? I was about to make a.
Oh my
We
god!
almost got
I
it.
have no
Hey,
fucking
Paul.
clue, Paul.
Almost
Oh,
there.
Paul, I got one thing I want to tell you.
Yeah.
right?
You need some light bulbs. You're missing some light bulbs back there.
Yeah, you don't have one back there.
There's two lamps that don't have light bulbs.
Yeah.
I think
there's
Patrick, you're the only one that gets this, but this, if anybody wants to look it up, you nailed it perfect at work this week when you said Paul's just Mark Random.
Yeah.
Anybody just look up Mark Random.
He's our Mark Random before there was Mark
then-
Random.
Fucking Paul is Mark Random. Like,
He's a
holy
famous.
Oh fuck that!
He's a more
I was
famous version
Paulie
of
B
you.
before Paulie D.
Yeah,
he's a
you
more
were
famous
way
version.
I
before
got
him.
pissed off at this cocksucker
he's
Paulie
Paul-
D, man. I
No,
fucking
Mark
if Paul
Random.
lived in fucking New York, he'd be Mark Random. Jesus Christ.
And
It was
I
never
thinking
more evident
about
than
it,
that story.
Earlier tonight, at the beginning of the show, one of the fellas of the podcast was talking about how they'd never seen the subway so clean and everything. And I was just thinking to myself, man, I am so fucking grateful that I was able to see New York, back when, life was still.
Yeah.
Don't worry,
Dude, I
you'll be
gotta-
able to see it again someday, and there won't be
Yeah,
any regulations.
It's gonna be Garfield the cat chasing lasagna up the fucking gorillas climbing an Empire State Building with a fucking thing of lasagna on
If
them.
there was a cat
fucking
dragging around lasagna, we'd never
Cat's
hear the end of
flying
it.
around with his tail spinning around, be like, "I'm gonna shoot you in the face with a missile, you fucking." Yeah.
Those New Yorkers, if there was a
I
cat
gotta
dragging around.
myself.
All right, there you go.
Like, yeah, we're so important. Look at that cat eating lasagna.
He's dragging it around. We'll put it on the. It's our third 9/11. We had the 9/11, the COVID 9/11, and then
11-19.
rat. There was that rat with the pizza.
Oh yeah, Splinter.
Oh, so there's
Hey,
4 of them.
Hey, you guys mind if I do one more cliff note?
Yeah, go for
We
it.
would
Yeah,
love
go
it.
for it.
You are the audience.
need me to hit the
you are
button?
the best. You are people. You are the most talented.
Fucking Cliff Notes. Simon.
I swear to God.
Fucking Cliff Notes.
Yeah, man, none of that is true.
Fucking Cliff Notes. Simon. Fucking Cliff Notes.
All right.
Same as I've long suspected that money is imaginary and that everything done in this country could be done by a robot and a Mexican. Same as Andrew Yang 2020.
Hell yeah. Man, I was wearing Yang t-shirts for all this shit.
Oh,
Just
dude,
saying.
Matthew, I was still driving you over to Patrick's place, and I was picking you up, and you was talking about the Universal even before he announced that he was
Just
running.
saying.
I know you were. I know you, dog.
Holy shit, we got a shit ton of comments. I just decided to pull up. By the way, I like the background of
Can
the
we please
YouTube.
read the comments because
We
Chad
have been
gave-
the whole entire show.
Maybe I missed it. I don't know.
I only heard one where
Some of them aren't for reading.
Diaz was saying,
Yeah.
Yeah, I
that
feel
what
you.
Jewish that thing that wiped out a bunch of the Jews in Germany. What the hell is that thing? Yeah,
That's how bad my
Yeah, it's
goddamn
really
memory
just
is.
Mark reading.
I smiled.
Conversation.
How many viewers we got right now?
It was
500.
7 or 8, now we're to 5.
I always add 2 zeros to everything.
That's good.
I kind of want to do some. It was for the pre-show thing. I want to do some Jedi routines.
Please do it.
Yeah,
Herb.
I think that we're
Hey,
gonna have to fit
speaking of
that
which-
into the post show.
Chris, let's do
spoiler
a
alert!
DMT
Spoiler
cast next
alert!
week.
I watched that new Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Do you know the only thing that kills Jedis
What?
is concentrating real
Fucking-
hard.
Kryptonite.
That's it.
That's
They can
If you
go
ever do
fight
Tony,
everybody.
you
They
should
could
do
do
that.
flips.
That'd be part of your 60-second set.
Focusing in.
They meditate for 30 seconds and they all die.
Die.
Oh,
That's hilarious.
The Leia died that way. That big nose motherfucker, Skywalker.
Yep.
They all died that way. The only one that died respectable was that the Indiana Jones. He got shot, didn't he?
Yeah,
he wasn't even Jedi.
Yeah.
He was an archaeologist.
Yeah.
Yeah. Investigating rolling boulders down a one-way mousetrap. A Hot Wheels fucking track.
Yeah.
Oh my god, there's a boulder.
Chris, let's do a DMT cast next week.
Only if I
Give
can
me some
waterboard you remotely.
I'll give you some.
All
I'll
right, give me
split.
some
I'll split
DMT.
what I have with
Oh,
you.
wait.
I'll
I
give
might not
some
be
to
able
Mark.
to be here next week. I was
Oh,
oh no, I know.
I was gonna say I'll give some to Mark. I'll give some to you, and then
well, wait.
we all just blast off at the same time. Leave
No, I
Patrick
know.
here talking
Well,
with
Fuck
Paul.
that.
well, let's see what the situation's like in a week. This week, it's.
All right.
I was told, why don't you stay here and do some stuff, and next week might be.
I think that'd be fucking hilarious. Just
Are you in
to
trouble
leave
for doing
Paul
them
and
weekly?
Patrick here.
I was
I don't
tonight.
know.
Well, you
You wouldn't
and
do
that's
it,
a
Mark?
good sign. Do you want to know why? She likes me again.
Oh, that's good.
Oh,
What?
good.
Are you kidding me?
Ooh, someone's getting
Ooh.
lucky.
I'm not even bullshitting you. I just dropped my knife that would have went between my toes, but it didn't. It fell right before, and then I just found my gold ring. Wait, your wife likes you again, Christopher? Is that what I just heard?
That's weird
Like,
because the
she
Russian
really
like Paul
enjoys you?
again.
Holy fuck! How the hell did you know about that? Did the Sloth King find out?
Oh, because
Jesus
you
Christ!
fucking texted
Well,
us.
no, I could tell because she was like, "Don't do the show tonight. Why don't you hang out with me?" I'm like, "No."
Oh, get the hell out! No, dog. You
should've
gotta
got
be
Bliss over
you.
the show.
You gotta
should've got
scratch your
Bliss.
heads. Sorry, Matthew.
Yeah,
You
that's
seem-
why I'm not interested in having a girlfriend anymore. Like,
It's 'cause
because
you don't
it's
want
like,
pussy?
well, no, I
All
don't
them
care about
stupid-ass
that.
Head games.
But
Fuck.
no, it's like, I've become like the shittiest friend every
Yeah.
time I get a girlfriend, dude. It's fucking weird. You know what I mean?
It's
Like,
crazy how powerful pussy is. It really
it's
is.
crazy.
That's
I turn
why
to
it's
the
illegal.
shittiest.
Like the most loyal friend turns to the shittiest of friend over
But if
pussy.
Bro,
you're
do you
any
know how
kind of a
successful
human
both-
being, then you don't care though, because you
Right.
know what
You
the
just
hell's
go ahead
happening.
and,
Because you know what's going
go
on.
down to the convenience store, get a good fucking shag in, and then go about our day. Do you know how fucking strong and powerful we would be? Unstoppable.
I just want to know what area you're fucking in, so I don't go over there.
Yeah, that's shit, right?
All of you. I don't want to fuck anyone after any of you fucked them,
Hey, fuck off.
especially you, blackball.
Matthew.
Say
Matthew. Did you call me Black Paul?
No, no, but I
I know
will.
a Black Paul, man.
I said blackball.
He hung
Missouri's
himself.
blackball.
Oh shit! I knew a Black Paul,
No.
man. Well, I know a Black Paul. He's still alive.
Is
'cause
that
he
what you
believed in
did?
that
You're like,
voodoo.
I'm white Paul,
He
you're
hung
black
himself.
Paul.
Black Paul. No, he was older
I
than
might
me.
be able to do this Jedi stuff. It would
Nice.
still be obvious who it was about, but if I did it in the key of Cliff, maybe it would work.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
If I did it in the key of Cliff. Same as. You will have the same as the family ham dinner with the jalapeno cream cheese, corn, and scalloped potatoes. What? What? Same as you're gonna have the family ham dinner with the scalloped potatoes and the jalapeno cream corn. Oh yeah, give me two. I'll take one to George.
That's pretty good.
It's a, oh no, shit! I get same as you're gonna find that when your vegan friends get here, that the jalapeno cream corn will be quite operational.
Oh,
Oh,
you got them Chris Rock punchlines down pat. Fucking
Take-
Chris.
same as take your zucchini spiralizer and strike me down and take my place by your father's side.
Nice.
I don't know what's happening.
It's his restaurant.
Are you shitting me? You don't know what's happening?
He's a Jedi restaurant.
Okay.
Hey, that's
Did,
the other thing in that all those Star Wars movies. That's the big punchline or the big reveal is they're all related at some point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Didn't that happen
Hey,
again?
he was your cousin.
Didn't that happen again this last one?
Yeah,
The kids?
the one
No,
where she
that's
was
not even.
the Ray
That's
or
not
whatever.
even,
The
it's, like, it's not just that you're related. It's like you fucked your sister.
yep. Yeah, this
Yes,
one.
That's so funny.
The
Holy shit.
this one,
My
the girl,
first
she's like,
intercourse
you're
was at 8 years old. I intercoursed my maybe 7. I don't know. It could have been 6. Who remembers back then? I intercoursed my stepbrother's stepsister because I tried to pee in her pee pee, but I really couldn't pee into it. Yeah, what do you think?
Make her to you?
I've heard of that
unrelated?
before.
Your stepbrother's stepsister?
Yeah,
That makes
unrelated.
you one fucked up family. That's all I know.
Yeah,
That's a lot of
beautiful. What do you
steps.
think? You're from Missouri. I'm from the.
But
I feel
anyway,
like that's a new category of porn. My
He's
stepbrother's
from Western Ware, Colorado.
yep, he lived by a horse. It's the same as
I
Missouri.
lived with a horse.
Yeah.
I lived with barn cats, horses. There were some spooky ass owls, but I think they were just night watchmen.
I bet
That's
that's
why I
barn.
love
Next
freedom.
photo is just gonna be Mr. Hand.
Fredo,
It's gonna be fucking Paul. None of us are gonna be there.
dude. Can we go
So,
ahead and
anyways,
give it
at
up
the end of
to
the
Gus?
Star Wars movie this time, the big nose guy, what's his name?
Jew?
I
Oh,
don't know.
no,
He's the new mean guy.
It's a.
Oh, I know. His
Herschel.
He dies. Yes, Herschel. And he dies from
Herschel.
he dies from concentrating too hard. But before he dies from concentrating too hard, they're like, "Your grandpa was the original bad guy. What's his name? The Jew,
Emperor.
Darth Vader.
Darth Vader." And then the girl,
We all knew that, right?
I don't know. And then the girl, she was
What's
like,
his
"Your
name?
grandpa was Palpatine." And then at the end, they were
What's
like,
Palpatine, like Ovaltine? But
"Nah, he was the real mean emperor." And then
you guys
at the
remember Ovaltine?
so at the very end, she's they're like, "Who are you?" And she goes, "I'm Skywalker." It's because she didn't want to be no
Oh, yeah.
Palpatine. Who
That's
cares?
funny.
Isn't there like a lesbian
Yes.
kiss in it too?
Yeah, it was
Holy
less
fuck.
than a second. I saw it.
They made, I
And-
just remember there was a huge controversy. I never seen the
God
movie.
damn it, Patrick! You know how to lay down
But-
punchlines as
You
well.
really do.
Disney hit a lot
You
of
swear
shit.
to God, dude, you fucking fantastic with that. It's
Yeah,
the Dyers.
them,
You just gotta let him talk.
there's
not
yeah, I
interrupt
know.
him.
That's the
Fucking-
hard part.
Yeah, that's
Skeleton
bad.
brain.
I'm sorry.
But I remember you saying there was a lesbian kiss, and I just barely noticed it. It was like when they're all celebrating at the end.
Well, I remember because this was like right whenever
Wasn't
the
even
South Park
lesbian
and the
kiss.
NBA got into beef with China. Do you remember
Yeah.
when? So China edited that scene out.
It
Like,
was
there's no lesbian
literally less
kiss.
than a second. Literally.
Yeah,
less.
there's no lesbian kiss in the China release of the, but it was one of the South Park's big points is that you're bowing down to China for fucking stupid reasons, and editing your movie.
These
I don't know.
regulations, dog.
So that's why I
Lose your
remember.
license if you
South
don't.
Park made a big deal
Yeah,
out of
bro.
it.
I'm gonna come over there. I'm gonna fucking rub a license on your fucking dry butthole until it bleeds.
Fucking Stanhope rescheduled. I think I sent it
Oh,
to everybody,
no.
right? We're
Yeah.
September. I
Oh,
think
really?
September.
26 or something like that. I think we'll be fine.
Yeah, Paul can go.
No, he doesn't have a ticket.
Yeah, he does. I got a ticket for Naomi.
You're not gonna. Oh, you're giving him the Naomi ticket.
Yeah, but then we got divorced, and then we didn't get divorced, and then I gave him Paul's ticket.
All right, cool.
That was part of the divorce. Was Paul gets the ticket.
Same as hey Kylo Ren.
That's the one.
That's his name. Thank
Yeah.
Hey
you.
Kylo. Why don't you get over here? Help me spray these trees.
he
Fucking Cliff.
he puts his he changes his lightsaber into a tree sprayer. Zorb.
Your.
Hey, same as Kylo. Get over here. I got these black aphids.
Same as you know who your grandpa is? No.
Did any of you guys check out the Seinfeld special?
Nah, I couldn't make it through.
Oh god, I watched like 10 minutes of it.
Fuck.
One of his opening jokes is I don't care. Spoiler alert, I guess. But he talks about an iPhone. He's like, you know why they call it an iPhone? Because it's part me. It's half me.
In the hood community, it's because it's called
literally
not
his
you
punchline.
I
phone.
don't understand it. What does he mean?
It's called iPhone because it's my phone.
Half his life's on there.
It ain't you phone.
It's half him.
You can't borrow my phone, motherfucker.
I was just like, what the? I started turning it off. I was like, I'm done.
I never really cared much for his comedy.
Honestly, I've never watched the show. I mean, I've watched like episodes of the show randomly.
I love the show.
Never
enjoyed the
got
show.
into it enough to like watch
But
it.
that
all.
wasn't him. That was Larry
Well,
David.
Yeah, it
yeah, it's
seemed a
because
lot
you
of
weren't.
Larry.
Yes,
we didn't
exactly.
have a goddamn
Thank
thing.
you, Mark.
Yeah.
That was Larry David writing that shit.
It also
I don't
was
think
Larry
Seinfeld's
David.
that funny. I've never really laughed from anything he said.
Well, because you're too young.
Yeah, maybe that's it. And,
Are you still in your
like,
20s?
Yeah, I'm 30 this year.
He's like, yeah, of course I am.
29.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know. We didn't really have. I mean, our comedians were. It was Richard Pryor, Sam Kinison, Seinfeld.
See, but I was heavily influenced by a lot of like the Def Comedy Jam type
Me too.
dudes, like all that shit, and then like
Yeah.
a lot of the black comedians were like big with me because I think Nick, you know what I mean, and like our connection to Nick, and then him watching all that shit, you know what I mean.
Well, and that stuff got old quick
That's
too, though,
dope,
because
Mike.
it
what,
was
you guys,
just.
what were you guys like into, like in high school?
Same as black people are like.
I was into corn.
I
Same
mean,
as
I guess
white
it's
people
completely
are like.
different. There wasn't like specials back then.
See, that's why it got old, is because it was always like black people.
Christopher, Jesus Christ,
They
you're
look
onto
good
it.
in their jeans. White people, your jeans is
Sounds
tight.
like COVID following up.
Yeah.
No, it was literally George Carlin. And then
Right, you guys
You
didn't
got to
have-
watch.
Yeah.
You
He had a
watched
beautiful
Eddie
face.
Murphy from the '80s, and you watched Richard Pryor from the '70s,
I
and you
like
watched
Bernie Mac.
Rodney Dangerfield's fucking people that he used to have on his fucking stage. The best story I ever heard about Rodney was goddamn, he owned himself a fucking club and switched into a couple clubs and everything like that. And long story short, he walks in on his wedding night. He's like, yeah, I just got married, and everybody like applauds and everything. And he's just like, she's no prize.
You know what? Back in the old
On his
days,
fucking wedding night.
That's great.
the old days, we had the HBO, right? And every night in HBO, right around the Bill Maher time slot, whatever it was, they had one night stand, and every Friday it was a 30-minute comedy special from an up and coming
So
comedian.
a new 30-minute special.
Yeah,
Yeah. It was
like-
every
That's cool as
Friday.
fuck.
And so we'd sit down, and I was like 6 or 7 years old, and I'd watch it. And I remember that I loved Damon Wayans because it was all about
Yeah.
smoking crack and doing shit like that.
He
And
was
I
a
was
good
like,
stand-up.
yeah.
If you listen to it
honestly,
still,
I don't-
it's still good.
I haven't heard of
Oh,
anything
funny.
from Damon Wayans besides
know
YouTube, but
his sister.
Rogan pronounces him as one of the best comedians
This is
ever.
fantastic.
No, he was good.
I remember watching that thing. I really thought he was.
He was always funny to
I
me.
was
Yeah.
6 years old.
Him and
Yeah,
Martin Lawrence, he was fucking hilarious too. They
Mhm.
both of their jokes. Well, Martin Lawrence was a really good storyteller. None of their jokes had any fat to them. It was perfect. That's why Rodney was so good. All his
So-
one-liners, there was no fat to them. It was all trimmed
Yeah.
straight to the fucking point.
So,
But
wait,
you had to come up with for an hour special.
No.
You have to come
Are you
up
guys? Can you hear me?
with, yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, everything
Listen to
froze for a second.
Patrick.
I'm sorry, everything froze for a second.
Oh, okay, you're good.
But no,
Patrick
one of
was
my
saying-
first comedy specials ever was Dane Cook. That's what I heard.
Ugh.
Wow,
I
it's 'cause you're
I
a
hate
young
to
boy.
admit that, but like
Fucking MySpace, bro.
Dane Cook
Yeah.
was one of the
Just
first.
back when
comedians I
it
heard.
used to still be only on the TV.
He was one of the
fine.
first ones to push it himself on the internet like that.
But I
Yeah,
remember
he
it
was
was
smart.
my junior
Sold it
year in
on
high
MySpace.
school.
hmm
Dane Cook was
My
the
friend-
king of MySpace.
He ruled MySpace. But
100%.
anyways, the first comedy show I ever saw.
Never heard
was
of him
Happy-
on MySpace. He wasn't viral.
He was the first man to fucking advertise
Definitely talking
on
about this.
the internet.
Nope.
It was callback to earlier, Paul.
I
But-
shared a bulletin or two of them.
My first comedy show ever, though, was George
It was
Carlin.
George Carlin.
But I didn't even know who George Carlin was.
Right.
Like literally, like I was a junior in high school. My friend texted me. He was like, he always had one of those piece of shit dads that like did things for him, but like with money.
Oh, what a piece of shit! He
Yeah.
took care of
I
his
know,
kid
yeah.
very
He
well.
He always
Balls
took care
off.
of him, but he never
Go ahead
showed
and
him
take
any
care of
George
me, you
Carlin.
fucking
I
prick.
get you. Okay, yeah. Fuck yeah. That sounds awesome.
You're
But anyways,
fucking the worst dad ever. He was always
Yeah,
loving.
he bought him
Awesome.
George Carlin tickets. It was supposed to be him and his dad to go. And he texted me that night and he was like, "Hey, bro, my dad's not gonna make it to the show tonight, but I have these 2 tickets. You want to go with me to George Carlin?" And I was like, "I have no idea who George Carlin is. Like at this point, I've never even heard of the
Hey,
name."
get on with
But like I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm fucking in high school. Like free show, let's go. But I asked my parents and I asked my dad, and I was like, hey, my friend's
What
got.
did he say?
free
He
tickets to
did.
George
Could I go
Carlin."
to the show? And Pops is like,
No, my dad
"Can't,
literally
man,
like looked at me. He
go-
was like,
Get
he was
on
like,
with what
"No,
happened with that the
you're
show."
going." Fuck you, Paul. But
I'm just
no,
saying.
my dad looked at me as soon as
No,
I said
give
George
me
Carlin.
up.
He was like, "You're going. Like,
That's
go to
awesome.
that show."
Tight,
Nice, dude.
beautiful. Your dad's like, yeah, go
And
to
that
the
was
show,
first comedy
bro.
show I ever saw. But god damn, it was fucking epic.
It was
Paul is
good
just
shit.
mad
yeah, it
because you
was
can
epic.
finish a story
Yeah.
Yeah, Paul's mad.
and you can complete a thought and finish a
He
story.
told him to get on with
Yeah,
it,
so anyways,
which
his
is the
opening
most
joke
insane thing
was
I've
that-
ever heard.
Oh yeah,
too.
but did I tell you guys how many miles I rode on my bike this week? That's
What,
Paul.
14?
You see, the fun
In
thing
the
about
day?
Carlin was he would do a special on HBO before he would come to Denver. He'd come to Denver. He always came to Denver like 45 minutes after his special, and then
Yep.
and he would do the same exact show, but I would still laugh. Like,
yeah,
the whole
yeah,
time.
yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Well, he
You wouldn't
died
have
3
saw him,
months.
what, like third row, didn't
He
you,
died
Christopher?
like 3 months after I saw him.
I saw him like 5 or 6
Like,
times.
so it was
Yeah.
super epic for me to like see him right before, like it was his last tour.
Well, that I love it. You know what? His last special, people were always like, he got so dark and he got so horrible. The darker he got, the better I liked it.
Better.
Right. I
Yeah.
just remember like I don't remember a lot from it because I was literally like 16, 16, like just got the right to fucking stay out late and shit, you know. So like we went and saw his show, but I remember his very opening joke was "Fuck Lance Armstrong, fuck his
Yeah.
one nut." I don't know. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
I had one nut
Yeah.
at the time too, so it was
He
fucking
had just-
hilarious to me. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
this. And like to me, like especially because I literally did not know him. I didn't know Dogma. I didn't know any of that shit. Like
You
I'd
did
never
a pretty
seen.
Forgot
good ass
about that
George
movie.
Carlin when you said "fuck Lance Armstrong, fuck his one nut."
Thank you.
You did a
but
pretty good
I literally,
impersonation.
I'd never heard of the man, like at
Oh,
all. Never
right.
seen any movies, anything, and like just to get invited. To that, I don't know. It was just so fucking.
The only
it
good
was-
thing about Dogma.
It was great, but like in my mind, I was like, "Holy shit, this is 80." I don't know how old he was, but I'm assuming 80, 90, whatever. I'm like, "This 80."
He was
my
52.
grandpa's saying,
just to-
"Fuck Lance Armstrong, fuck his one nut." Like that blew my mind at the time.
I think he was
I was
like,
like this
70,
old
but he
man
did a lot
talking
of
like I
cocaine.
talk.
Well, he did stand up for over 50 years. It's insane.
Didn't he release like 40 specials?
2.
George Carlin?
Yeah, only 2.
No, he.
There's a lot more than 2. There's 2 on Netflix.
Christopher, I love how like you took that so seriously, like no, you know, way more.
Uh-oh.
And then Patrick giggled. Am I on mute?
No.
No, you're fine.
Oh, I thought you said because
I
My
Patrick.
should-
favorite comedian
Here's
ever
push the
though,
button
is
to mute
Sam
me.
Kinison. I don't know if you guys.
He was all right. He did
Oh
really
my
good his first special, and then it wasn't
I,
great
I
after
think
that.
he was.
I
a
just feel
little
like he
bit
went
overrated,
darker
but
than any
that's-
other comedian, and that's why I like him.
For the
No,
time.
he definitely. go
His
darker than
fucking rape joke while he's dead in the fucking morgatory.
that was.
Jesus Christ!
Dude, you gotta understand, at the time, they were still fucking thinking about, like, oh my god, I get married, I have a couple kids, I get my house, I get my wife, and I just go to work, and I come home, and I relax, and I drink my
Right.
scotch, my food's on it. Dude,
His
he was
hooch.
the fucking... Dude, that's where, like, because I don't know who publicized him, but he got so fucking mainstream to be like, yeah, this bitch is fucking making me crazy!
Your
You know,
dad's-
just saying
That's a good
everything
impression, dude.
that's
That's
inside
great.
your fucking head.
I
He
don't
just
know.
yelled a
I
lot.
still think "Welcome to Hell." Sam Kinison's one of my favorite specials
Yeah.
I've ever seen.
Yeah,
It's
not
still
bad.
to this day holds up. It fucking is just killer.
Dude,
I'm-
one of the
he's
best
fine.
specials I ever did see was from this podcast. It was all like edited down. It was from like
Sofabab?
this show,
Hmm.
the BBPP cast.
Mm.
and then it moved into Son of a Bitch and Bastard Show,
Mm-hmm.
and then it was Sofabab.com.
You know, honestly, I think if we ever like went back to normal public society, I think it'd be hilarious if we all went and tried to do like a 5-minute just open mic and recorded
People
it.
are paying for it now.
It would be so funny.
People
to
are
see all
actually
of us
paying
do it.
for it. They're
To do
paying
a
for your
5-minute open mic.
fucking,
I think it'd be hilarious.
edited.
All
ready
individually
to
have different styles.
Well,
shit.
we would have to record that shit. Yeah, how could we not? Yeah, don't worry.
No,
I
I'm
already
talking
got.
about doing it
going
right
to, like,
now
an
on a
actual
show.
bar, like
I
open
think
mic.
we'd do it as a podcast.
Well, you do it as a podcast, but you go to the thing, you go to a whatever. Hey, it doesn't matter what it is. You guys do your 5 minutes. I got my 25.
That's my boy. All right, anybody got any
Love it.
plugs?
We're ending?
We're 2 hours
yeah,
in.
Matt, I
I
feel
don't
you,
even know what
dog.
time it is.
We're 2 hours
Yeah,
in.
Hours in. Shut
We
up.
usually
I
do
think
about
it's
2
supposed to relax
hours.
if ever been
Go
on the
to bed.
podcast. It was
You
awesome.
can just check out all my links at facethebase.com. I'll put it in the
Yeah.
chat here.
And same
And
with,
that includes
Sofabab.com.
Adam Dunn Show, Reconscious Medical Hour, my Twitch channel, blah blah blah.
Twitch. I've been playing a racing game, Mark. It's called Dirt.
Oh,
You might like it. I'm good at it.
where's
haven't
it
lost
at?
a race
Where'd you
yet.
get it? Steam?
Dude, Game
I'll
Pass.
fucking beat you at any race.
Oh, is it on Game Pass?
I
Dirt?
don't know if it's on PC, but I got on my Xbox.
Is it cross-platform PS4? Because
I
I'll buy
don't
it right now.
know.
Beat your ass.
No, you won't. I'm very good at racing.
Dirt Rally
I'm the best
2.0.
at racing
Yep.
games.
I've
But,
been playing an awesome racing game, Retro Wave.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
I love it.
Is that cross-platform?
I was gonna ask
No.
you were playing some game on your Twitch, and the guy was moving around all weird. It was like weird graphics, and what the fuck game was that?
Bang Bang.
It was weird as fuck,
It was a fucking cowboy shooter.
but it didn't seem like nothing like shooting. It just
It
looked
was-
like a guy with a weird arm.
Yeah, you would aim and he would like shake, and that's what made it hard.
Yeah,
And you had to shoot these bottles.
that was weird.
It got harder and harder, and I was tired.
That was really weird.
I fell asleep on that stream later while I was playing the racing game. Twice.
How the hell do you do that? That's pretty
I
intense.
don't know. Fell asleep and
Too
then
much
woke
mask,
up.
bro.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, dude.
What's is Matt having a seizure? What is he doing?
Nope.
What's wrong?
He's just
You having a
staring
seizure?
off. Don't pee on your
Taking a
computer.
piss.
He's
I'm
taking a
taking a
leak
piss.
because he's getting ready for the after show.
Yeah,
We
go
got
to
the pre-show,
I
Sofabab.
haven't piss.
post show.
Go
We
to-
got the show.
Too long.
BeFreshGear.com, Sofabab.com, what was it? Faceabase.com. That's
Yeah.
all you need. All the information you need.
Chris Dyer is going to be forming a solo come near you on Father's Day. Unfortunately, he's going to be in a way sleazier place than the Ecuadorian. What would you get? Hong Kong Kung Pao Ethiopian food or something right next to you? Or that Wednesday? What does Papa's Pee-Pee like to feed with?
Kung Pao chicken.
Miracle Grow.
Yeah.
All right. All of it. I don't know, like when you're ending the show because
That's
I
I
didn't
am.
get
That
the
was a good
introduction,
ending
so I
point.
put
Miracle
exit
Grows for
going.
Papa's Pee-Pee. I didn't put any music. That's why.
I think you said you played on music in the introduction, but I didn't hear that shit, so I don't know what the hell's going on.
What's that?
those boys a hummus sandwich.
What's that now?
Fuck you.
I assume the music's playing.
It is. It's
Oh,
fine.
right?
You can't hear it?
Beaver cap.
Not really.
Is that
Beaver
better?
cap.
There it
Get
is.
yourself a fucking beaver cap night.
Every time I have it at a certain level, you guys are like, it's too loud. So then I turn it down. Now it's good? Is it good?
It's good. It's good.
Alright. Sofabab.com, faceabase.com. Send us an email at sofababshow@gmail.com. Be Fresh Gear. Nah, that's good.
I think he found the clip.
Really quit.
Shut the